All right, let me intro this. What's up, guys? Welcome to That's the Angle podcast. And today I am here with Malik, a.k.a. Malik, the dope drummer, dude.
Yes.
How you doing?
Man, I'm just dope. But thank you for having me. It's been a while since you reached out, and then finally just marked it in the schedule, and we just here, and we, just vibing out, what I'm saying? So I'm glad to be here.
Dude, it's a total vibe, man. I'm glad to have you on, dude. I definitely was so persistent on you coming, because it's just like, oh my God, this is like one for DC, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you just staying in contact, what I'm saying? I'm glad. I didn't know I was going to be in a place like this. This place is just, just a vibe. I just feel already like I've been here before, or something that's my aesthetic.
Oh, dude, thank
energy,
you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Amir's spot, Homme D.C. It's nice and filming. We record out of here on Wednesdays, but he does a bunch of crazy shit. Like yesterday, he did like some. He'll have like a DJ come set up back here, and they'll just be spinning and just low lights and everything, just dancing and shit.
Yeah, no, that's a vibe.
Yeah, it's a whole vibe in here. It's so funny if you leave the door open, he'll be like, "Yo, don't let the vibes out."
Right. Don't let them out. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of dope, you got it right in your hand. You tattooed dope on your hand, like dapped you up, and I touched. I was like, "Oh shit." Yeah,
right. I done dapped you up. You done got some A&D ointment on them, but yeah, I got my dope tat. Am I showing it in the camera? Like, can you see it?
They could definitely see that.
But yeah, this tat is symbolic to me because it's three main slices you see behind the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah. For one, the logo is my logo for my company. Dope stands for Definition of Percussion Entertainment, and it's music notes. It's dope in music notes. But now these three slashes stand for identity, purpose, and legacy, which are three main keys to like just my way of life, that I live by. And it's one more slash, which basically looks like a
slash over there.
It looks like an arrow, but it just stands for intention, because I'm a Sagittarius. So, what I'm saying? Arrows, shooting at our goals and, all that type of, that's my little meaning with it, mantra, whatever people want to call it.
Yeah, it's sick. It's like a music note. And then you use different music symbols to write out dope. That's slick.
Yeah, I've been rocking with that for a while. Got it on my merch and everything.
I wish I remembered my training from a music college. I'd tell you what all those were.
Right, yeah.
Once upon a time I did.
16th note, whole note, rest, quarter note, and another rest. So it's like no rest, no rest.
Oh shit! And the top's made out of 2 drumsticks.
Yeah, if y'all zoom in on that, you know what I'm saying, dope way. But no, yeah, man, it's just about like that art and that perception. But it's also something that was me, because I had a crazier logo, and then I just like had to think of something more just consolidated in the look of it, and it's just one image, you know what I'm saying? Just bow.
Yeah, just something they
like
see
my Prince, like my Prince symbol. Like Prince has how he has his like cross-looking Ankh thing.
Oh yeah, it's like the Ankh or something like that. Yeah,
remember like that symbol that described him. It looks like an Ankh mixed with a male and female like symbol, and there's all types of stuff, but it stands for Prince. So this is like when you see this logo, it's like Malik, dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? It speaks to you on a different level.
I mean, dude, if I saw drumsticks in DC, I would think of you.
Yeah, that's what I would hope.
Like it's crazy. Like you are symbolic with drumming in DC.
Yeah, man. That's why I put my name as Malik Dope Drummer, because even when I typed that in on the internet in the SEO, it popped up me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Dang.
So I put in Malik and then Dope and Drummer.
You got those kind of search results.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, this is probably my whole artist name and everything. Like that's literally.
I mean, to get it tatted on your hand, like that's like a commitment right there. That's like that's like when rappers say like I get it tatted on my face and stuff. It's like
exactly.
Hand is almost as crazy.
It's that's why I told you that identity, purpose, and legacy. Like this is fully what I've put my life into. Like the symbol is not just for the art and the tat and just looking cool or anything. It's like. This is a tat is, like you said, is a major commitment. This ain't even. So, and I don't plan on working for anyone no time soon. I haven't worked for anyone in 7 years, but I'm saying like I don't plan for working anyone soon, and where they'd be like, yo, you got to cover your hand tat. Unless I was shooting a movie.
It's like you might work with someone,
exactly,
like because they're paying you for whatever you offer.
Exactly. That's what I said. If I was shooting a movie or something, and they just put makeup on it or something, like let's do it.
Yeah, it would be all right. Have you been in a movie?
I've shot with a movie before, but. It didn't make it. Like I got like the little SAG check, like SAG after that's like the actors union. But like I did something with like receiving payment for the use of my image, blah blah blah. But it was like a hit or miss with scenes sometimes. You know what I mean?
Oh, like they just cut the scene or something.
Yeah, or the movie just didn't come out. So it's been different things that I've been like in the raps with, but sometimes it just didn't work.
Yeah, I mean with what you do, it's such a unique thing. Like in case people listen don't know, like you're essentially one of the most prolific performers coming out of DC.
And man, I try to be. I started from go-go. I started from, like different influences like that, marching band and all that, African drum and dance and just the whole vibe. So in here in DC, we have a lot of that just in that melting pot as far as artistically. And like through go-go, it turned a lot of people just into instrumentalists, like kids beating on the desk.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a unique vibe to DC is go-go. It's such a unique.
It's that spark. It's that spark that's like you just go.
Like it gave kids from the area some sort of creativity or like this like dance platform. Or this platform or something that's so unique to this area.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what, I'm one of them kids. So, I grew up here, but I also grew up in Maryland. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you want me to give you a little spill.
Yeah, please do, man.
Basically, yeah, I grew from Leroy Park, Washington D.C., which is uptown near Howard University and all that area. First in Adams Street where I started, and then my father and mother and all them, they was into the arts and everything. My mother did different stuff like dance, ballet, African dance, all types of different stuff like that. My father, he was like Rastafarian. He was deep into all types of different black culture. Like,
is that why you keep the dreads for him?
Not mostly for him, but like, cause I like it too, and then like it's my like same way he had long locks, but these locks like are my story. You know what I'm saying? They like, you know what I'm saying? Like whether I'm cutting them up, down, doing whatever, like they're like my story. You know how hair speaks a lot to a person, like whether you judge them by their hair. Like sometimes, like if it's really long, you're like, you've been living for a while.
Yeah, like it represents you.
Yeah, so
dude, I had a Rasta guy on the other week. He was saying that like your hair is like an extension of like you receiving from the universe. He was like, he's like, all right. He's like, if you were to go like shave all your hair off, you'd probably feel a whole lot different. He was like something about how you receive or something like that. I can't remember exactly what he's saying, but I was kind of sitting like, what?
Yeah, it's like giving and receiving. Like it's like these are like antennas for the energy.
That's what it was. He was like, they're antennas.
Yeah, for real. So like I cut my sides off, but I wanted clarity around here. Like it was like, I wanted like. I cut the sides off, I did a fade, but it was more than just that. I felt like I was kind of cluttered a little bit, too much hair, like around a certain part, and like thinking right and left brain. It's just weird, like it's just how I feel, and I'm just like, I need a clear some clarity. Like these locks are right here, but I need to like. I just need to feel the wind, feel the breeze right there, open up. Real
I wouldn't know what that's like. I got hair there, man.
Right. Yes, exactly. So that it's just anything. Whether you're cleaning your room or something, or you're doing something, you just want to clean up for a look, for a feel, for all of that, for receiving and giving and all that energy. It's just energy. But back to like my little story. My father, he was into different Rastafarian like just culture and like also just black just culture, from just all that artistic to abolitionist and like just the whole history, everything. He would like literally be 1 minute playing PlayStation with me, next minute like all right, watch this Harriet Tubman documentary real quick. And I'm like, all right, now. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Just completely educating you on your history and everything.
Yeah, it's just like brainwashing me the right way, as I would say, you know what I'm saying? But after that, like far as like going to school here up to 4th grade in D.C., then moving to Maryland, PG County near the Hyattsville area and all that stuff. So I went to elementary school over there.
When did you get into drumming?
That's what I was about to get at.
When did you pick up the sticks? That
started at the end of elementary school, where I always had a drum set since I was 6. But one of my friends had came. It was, actually it's middle school. Kind of, but because I always had the drum set since I was 6, you know what I'm saying, being around drums and all that my whole life, but not really taking it serious like that. But around 12 years old, my friend named Tyrell, he played a bounce beat. Like this is called a breakdown beat, which Backyard plays when they play Fake and Lie. That's a breakdown beat before like the bounce beat. Bounce, bounce, bounce. So he played that in my grandmother's basement because my drum set was there, and I was like, "Yo, like you just freaked that drum set. Like I don't do that on that drum set.
Like you never seen that happen on that set before."
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, good. Like you just did it on my set. Like hold up." And then like we were all in like everybody. That's when everybody was starting their like go-go bands, like garage go-go bands, I would say. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, the TV.
Yeah, I just like,
yeah. There's some shit on that TV. Might be changing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's lit.
It's like a walk through the forest.
Yeah, but so I was just like, yeah, I wanted to be in a go-go band too, because all my friends was in it. You know, everybody in the garage got their little keyboards and little timbales, little starter drum sets and all that. Parents' basements, blah blah blah.
That's wicked.
You know what I'm saying? When it was like go-go was really popping before everybody wanted to be a rapper and stuff. But so yeah, next thing you know, I was just playing my bounce beats more, playing my sockets more, playing all my little go-go beats more. And I was like, so I was 12 when I took it serious. And then let's fast forward to that. Did more go-go band stuff. Then got in marching band in high school. I went to Northwestern High School. I got in marching band, stopped playing the snare drum. So me practicing those rudiments and all of that.
That's what like really gives you like that structure and that core is marching band. Like you could play the drums, but but your chops could be so sloppy. Like you could vibe and you could groove, but like can you hit them rudiments and them flames and all that stuff?
Exactly. Oh, so you know?
I used to play drums. Hey, I used to see. I don't want to tell you how much I know because you can completely shit on my knowledge, but like I know.
It's each one teach one, but and you might could show me something right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got the sticks right here. You never know. But yeah. The rudiments that help opening my world to percussion and how I can just show off more with it if I want to show off and not be sloppy like you said, or you know, just clean it up and just have more ideas, more tricks, more whatever, you know, more beats. And yeah, so it started developing me more as a go-go drummer, but like growing outside of just a go-go drummer, just a drummer of all styles, period. You know what I'm saying?
I was wondering that because watching all your videos and all your highlights and stuff, I'm like, does he actually play the set? But it's interesting to hear that you actually
I started on drum set.
Started on the set.
Yeah, I started on drum set, and I definitely chops and all that, all that gospel chops and all that. Like I see you have a background in it, like so. Yeah, that's good. Like you know, you can like relate.
But your story of how you got into it is way cooler. Mine was literally the movie Drumline.
Yeah, like,
I was in school, and they were like, all right, you gotta either join choir or you gotta be in band. And I was like, well, I sure as hell can't sing.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna do band, and I just saw Drumline. And I was like, I'm gonna do percussion.
Yeah,
it was really that dumb for me.
That's funny. I actually did choir before too in elementary school, and I was a part of something called Colors. That was like a Broadway-ish type of company where it's like, you know, singing, dancing, all theatrical stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they would come to different schools. It was called Colors. And yeah, shout out Mr. Cook. But yeah, that was stuff I just dabbled into, you know, dancing and like kind of like singing and doing little plays and like, you know what I'm saying? Little
like performing all the time.
Yeah. So, but now this stuff has actually become like, that was training for me actually bringing it out now. Wow. Even though I did it, I'm saying, of course, I've been mostly drumming and percussion, but I also had those little influences as well to just spark my whole like creativity with the percussion and make it more of a Broadway type of vibe or more than just drums, just the entertainment.
That's interesting.
And edutainment and all that, you know what I'm saying? So,
and you also went into play marching band for Howard, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was about to get to next. See, you already know. After high school, I had the opportunity of being in Howard's marching band. But note, I did not go to Howard ever. I never went to.
What?
I was never a Howard student at all. I was granted the opportunity by the band director. And
to play but not go to school there.
To play but not go to school only because I was in PG Community College at the time. So this is the thing. Me in high school, my academics were not strong. Why? Because I was being in the go-go band and playing late night, and I was just not doing my work, fall asleep in class, or just skipping school, hanging out, you know what I'm saying, hanging with the cool people, you know what I'm saying, but also hanging with the nerds too, and I don't know, skipping school, smoking weed, I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Sounds like me too, bro.
Right. I was high in high school, so, but
I like
yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying, but just to keep it real, you know, you just gotta keep it real.
Bro, looking back, I can't believe some of the shit I did in high school.
Yeah.
I remember I had like a journalism class, it was like 3 hours before lunch. We would leave, go hit a bong, and then come back to class. I would never do that these days, like, holy shit.
Right. It's just it's like we know a better way to move, even if we do smoke whatever. We just know the time.
Like you're smoother about it these days.
It's just the maturity. Like you had, we're not as naive. People are always like humans. We always naive to something that we don't know at first. Like it just takes time to learn and reevaluate and grow from that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So when you were playing for Howard at this time, were you like already kind of better than everyone else? Like
when I came in,
wise?
I would say it on a fair level. I was better as a performer and as like the spark and the clarity of the playing, but educational wise, I wasn't as sharp. See, I was in there with people who studied music, who are studying
the
jazz
guys
band,
that can like read
everything. I'm Nick Cannon. I'm like can't really read like that. You know what I'm saying? I know what the notes symbolize and all that at that point, but I couldn't really read it and dissect it at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it's cool if you. I was basically like 60%. You know what I'm saying? But that 40%. Well, I would say 70% because that 30% is like the reading that would have made me 100 then, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, still my playing ability. Damn fly.
Yeah, I know. God.
Get out of here. You're ruining our podcast. It's like, nah. But he's a part of it now. But yeah, that whole 30% of that not reading, you know what I'm saying? That affects certain things. But at the same time, you got to put out more energy. Whatever you're missing in life sometimes, you got to just, whatever you can do it hard. Like go in, you know.
You got to compensate for it in a way. Like if you can't read, you got to be like that much better performer.
That much, and that's
that better chops, like everything.
And that would save me is my ability to definitely learn quick and all that. And even because sometimes we didn't even read music in there. Sometimes we would read it. You know, to like warm up, practice, and read certain music that was like show music. But sometimes like. So a lot of cadences weren't written down, you know, weren't transcribed. We would just like practice it, loop it. People were good enough. We all aligned together and did that. But yeah,
that's one thing I've always thought was so interesting about like drumming and like whether you're technically good or you're like you got like pizzazz like you have. It's like, well, last time I checked, when you're in front of an audience, being able to sight read something perfectly won't get everyone excited, but being able to do all these tricks and to dance around stuff like that, that's the shit that everyone wants.
And now you're explaining what's next after the Howard part.
Okay.
After Howard, while Howard, like it's like a baton race, you know, pass baton.
Yeah.
As you're leaving, you're going to something, you're leaving something else or something like that. So as I'm more like stopping the March of Howard soon, I started street performing more. So look, my first place street performing was in New Orleans, not even D.C. It was in New Orleans, right on Canal Street. I'm talking about street performance intentionally to make money. To like
you
do
were
it.
like, all right, I'm gonna go out there today,
I'm gonna do it.
Put out like a bucket.
Yeah,
and like,
I'm gonna do that shit. Put out my drum bag and put out my little snare and just do that. So New Orleans and Canal Street, right there in Essence Festival around that time, or Mardi Gras around that time, one of those. But yeah, my mother, you know, me and my mother went out there, and then yeah, I was probably like I was 19, going on 20.
Wow.
So yeah, I was 19 or 20, yeah, either one of those. But anyway, yeah, I made my first $200 off that, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? Now as grown ups making $200 off our craft and knowing it, like and working a business, we like, hey, that's good. I just made $200 off doing something today, like you know what I'm saying, something productive.
Yeah, but you're being 19 and like doing it for the first time, like
you know, broke ass 19, like.
I can imagine how nervous you were too, dude. Like, I mean, I guess you were in marching band, so maybe you weren't that nervous.
Yeah, I wasn't. Not like so. It does take a lot of courage to do that.
Courage is what. Yeah.
It does take courage because I'm trying to think like I wasn't totally nervous, but I wasn't totally like. I had some doubts. You know what I'm saying? I was just like. I don't know if people won't like it. I gotta make some beats and make people dance, make some people shake some ass or something, like do something, like you know what I'm saying. And that's what happened. People was out there, you know, it's New Orleans, so you playing that, you know what I'm saying, and bounce beats, them like up, them fast paced beats, you know. People get to like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know how when you hear a beat and everybody's naturally like, hey, yeah. drum some. Get like just start saying stuff and like freestyling on the beat, but like having fun. And then like people was also tipsy. They was also like drunk.
Yeah, people are.
So those drunk dollars was just coming in, and it was showing like some people it's good when you see them drunk because they're being their true selves. That barrier is removed from them.
It's vulnerable, just being able to get into it.
Yeah, and they're just like, because maybe like if they weren't drunk, I'll be like, oh, that's cool, but I don't want to act like I like it. But, or it's like, you know what I'm saying? They might just like, fuck it, this is amazing. Like, man, get this young brother $5 or something, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
I love
I feel
it.
like people in New Orleans are there to just have a good time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're not there to like just to chill. You're there because you're trying to get turned and have a good ass time.
Turn wasn't the word. They was like pulling up, like girls shaking the ass near the drum. I'm over there playing on asses with the. Like, it was a whole show. You gotta put it in. Like,
some
it was
toms over there.
Yeah, like for real. Like, like damn, some booty toms. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, booty times. But no, for real, that's just like, and that was just a part of the show. Like that's a thing that I like in my whole career. I've always like that whole street performance aspect. People are a part of your show. They make the show more better when they're dancing around, when they're having a good time, because monkey see, monkey do. I'm not calling anybody a monkey or anything like that. I'm saying like follow, you know.
It's a metaphor.
Better birds of a feather flock together, or all that stuff. Like they seeing like two people getting it. They like, hey, he getting it, and hey, he is getting it. Hey, that do sound good. Hey, it's on lit. And then more people, 5 more people start following those other 5 people, and there's 10 people. And now these 10 people are being followed by 15 more people walking down like, hey. Now it was a whole big commotion, and like right there on the street, you know what I'm saying? And I've always like knew how to, I do mind control with it, like with my performance.
Really?
Yeah, I'm with mind control.
Like hypnotizing people and stuff.
Yeah, I'm with the whole mind control and like.
Tell me about this.
Like, but I'll call it upnotizing, not even hypnotizing.
Oh.
Up, like, cause I'm charging your energy up, but also making you pay attention forward. You know what I'm saying? So I'm upnotizing. I didn't even make that word up like that. Upnotizing, because it's like, you're like, like I'm with you. Like, I can do that. I feel it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You just like that dopamine, that, you know, that chemical that's building inside of us that tell us we like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like, no, this is natural. Your body is naturally likes it, because your body naturally likes rhythm. You know, your heartbeat.
It's like rhythm is, everyone has it, everyone gets it. Or not everyone has it, but like everyone gets it. Like, it's like we're attracted to like things in syncopated rhythm.
Yeah,
and
and then like we're attracted to like anticipating. Like I'm anticipating you to drink more of that, but I also know that it's empty now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can hear it. I heard a little.
Yeah, you're like, you hear me like.
That joint's like, nah, that's the end like shit. But if I would have heard like.
So, but you think about that when you're playing, you're like, so you know, like certain things you do will get people to react a certain way.
And now that's going back to your other point, which was talking about people are not going to just be watching some like dude like sight read very good all day, and it's like dun 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 dun. They're going to watch that. There's a certain crowd for that. But like, what about the majority of people that just like to be entertained, and cut out the part of them kind of like judging, like. Man, like basically confirmation bias, like, oh, no, I don't even know that stuff. Let me not pay attention. That's confirmation bias. You're like, oh, no, I already know that I don't know, or I know that I know, which I don't even know that I know. You know what I'm saying? It's like they didn't give it a chance to hear it out or see it. They just already confirmed, like, no, that's, you know what I'm saying? So it's about cutting out that confirmation bias. When I do something, when I'm like, and they're like, okay,
because everyone gets that.
And they're like, oh, okay, what are you about to do next? Then I'm you know what I'm saying? You just keep going, and you got to watch your crowd. That's the part about being a good performer. You got to like be doing it and like kind of like connecting with them. Like sometimes you look away because you're in your zone, like, and they're like, damn, he focused, because confidence sells too. Confidence works always. Anyone confident doing what they do, you can be doing one same move, snapping, just snapping. You're like, dang, he's snapping the shit out of that snap. He's snapping like
that. Make a snap like, this might be the best goddamn snap I've ever seen.
He's just like snapping. So like the fact that like, you know what I'm saying, like your confidence and your in the consistency, and then also engaging and like looking at the crowd, like you're like got them in your flow and your rhythm, your rhythmic up. You know what I'm saying? What I say?
Like you pulled them in, and now like they're waiting for that next flip, the next stick trick, or the next like
that
toss or something.
upnatize. You know what I'm saying? That upnatize where they're like, what are you about to do next?
That next
Damn,
spike.
Whoa, dog, he dropped it. Fuck. Even like when I drop a stick, then they're like, he dropped it. Oh shit, now he's doing one. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing one stick now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. That was loud too. Yeah. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like now he's doing like one drumstick. Damn, like even when he messed up, there ain't no messing up. So oh my God, I'm like, gosh. Like,
well,
you know
it's like, I think it's also interesting because what you do is everyone can get that. Like everybody gets it. What you do is very like simple in one way, where it's literally a stand with like a drum head on it,
right,
and sticks and a guy playing it. Like it's so basic that everyone gets it. But then you take it to the next level, because not only are you doing all these insane tricks, you're also dancing with music, right, and doing along with music.
Who don't dance? Like everybody mostly dances. Well, we watch dance and we like, hey, that's one of those, like drumming, that rhythm is already a language of life, and dancing is already another language of life before we even talking linguistics, like words.
These like nonverbal communications.
Yeah,
you know,
already nonverbal, exactly perfect. And so it's just like for me to merge those things like that and be able to communicate, and not even like I don't even have I only have one song out working on my EP. I'm gonna get into that a little later.
Oh yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like not even have that much music out where they like blah 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 blah. No, they're just like sa ta 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 ta, and they're like, oh man, that's this beat is speaking to me. It's still a show. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to do, like the most with the least. You know what I'm saying? Like and make you be like, wow, like it's just a stand and a drum, and I'm getting flown around the world.
Is that why you started dancing? Like you were like, as a street performer, I need to do more?
Yeah, so street performing, like, not only that, but also, remember I told you, I already had a background of, like, kind of dancing with hip-hop and all that stuff.
Growing up and
but
stuff.
also DC Go-Go, Beat Your Feet. That's the first dance style that I put with it. And I put with it as, like, something I was just doing, like, hey, like, you know, cause I would see other people like, hey, cause I be playing the go-go songs, and I was like, shit, I know how to beat my feet, and I started beating my feet and drumming, and they were like, hey, killing me, beat the feet, hey, cause, like, when one day, it was, like, 2013, it was like 2014 or something, and this dude was like, "They killing it, you're beating the feet with the drums," and I was like, "Yeah, I am killing it, like beating my feet with the drums, like wow,
like you're like naturally doing it or something, just like
I was naturally like just like yeah. Then I was like, oh, like I can like do this more like more emotion instead of like marching band, militant, staying still in this stiff ass.
Yeah, marching band does teach you to just like kind of just like move your feet with the, like in rhythm, but you're stiff. It's very military.
It's very militant, but you know, it's good in some ways for like. Getting that discipline for upping your chops and everything.
Yeah,
but
formation.
Far as that, forming everything. But far as like just that freestyle, you know, that's why I was like, nah, let me put that go-go vibe. So I mix that like as go-go legends have done before, mixing marching band into go-go and like all this style. I'm the same way. I'm just a newer subgenre of all these other genres that were subgenres to some other genres and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Like a subgenre of dancing, subgenre of percussion, a subgenre of drumming, like.
And that's why I made my my drum and dance style is called Way Work. You know what I'm saying? WAE Work. You know what I'm saying? Way is actually my nonprofit that's going to be launching next year.
Okay.
But it's also always say like Dope Way, like my brand Dope, and then I like the way, you know, Dope Way. And Way stands for We Art Everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be like my whole thing. And that's where I'll be actually giving street performers a platform to street perform with like the equipment and all that. And like I have the whole banner and like the whole Way Foundation, like everything. Like it'll be all like right there, and then basically, you know, we'll, of course, we'll be fundraising for my stuff, but also they get a percentage to keep for, and also still market themselves.
Because if you give someone a platform, of course, you take a full piece. It's just business.
Yeah,
but like,
exactly.
But you get the visibility and you get the backing.
Exactly. We work together. You know what I'm saying? You build this brand, but also build yourself.
Are you gonna try to have like a certain like spot on the block that's like
it'll be certain spots. You know what I'm saying? We just be set up. Like it's just not gonna be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be doing like different tour. You know what I'm saying? Like within the city of these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And it'll be anything. You know, we art everything. You know what I'm saying?
Street performing is a really hot topic in DC right now because a lot of people don't know how to feel about it. A lot of new people moving in don't know how to feel about it either.
Yeah, and as you might have done some research, you see I had to like, along with the other OGs who have already been fighting for this cause in the culture and street performance and all that, I had to step up and testify as well. Earlier, what was it, this year, last year, whatever. I had to testify like, I had to be there a couple times, but I'm over there spitting and everything, going crazy. But
very good.
It was when they had the noise ordinance rule, you know, that the amplifies sound.
And you actually testified?
Yeah, I was like the only youngin to testify. Me and Kenny Sway where we did videos and all that, but he just couldn't make it at that day of the testified part. But it was me, you know, it was like Ronald Moulton. It was different people like that were there that have been fighting for the community.
Could you explain the situation for people who don't know exactly what you're testifying for and what was going on?
Yeah, it was the amplified noise amendment of like 2018 that they were trying to pass, basically to stop amplified sound in DC with the speakers and stuff like that, to just make it basically, because they were saying that the sound decibels were a problem, but it's also our rebuttal was, of course, like there's a lot of sound thing that are going on from ambulances, trucks, and all that.
There's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of nuance to that ordinance. It's not just sound level.
It's not like just sound level.
Anyone who has a speaker outside performing, it affects you. It affects the guy doing go-go on the corner off U Street, like them too. Like,
but like the fact is, it was like you can't move it to a downtown area and try to like make it like quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's for anywhere in street performance, and like this rule and like this noise ordinance thing is a thing all over the world, like all over the downtown areas.
Like
and cities.
Everyone's trying to make things
like
quieter.
in Texas and like Atlanta, like different places, wherever, like
really?
Chicago. Yeah, like it's like a whole buckle down on that, you know, and I don't think it's right, but
why is that though? Like, is it? Like,
I see why people could feel like sometimes. Say if there's somebody who has good speakers, everything, but don't know how to adjust their speakers quality, and they just have their stuff blaring loud, too loud. It's annoying, like to anybody, like even me, like you know what I'm saying. I'm a street performer, and like you know what I'm saying. But also, if you have it, I ain't saying to turn it down though, all the way, because volume attracts more income.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying. But clean and warm to the ears, but still loud volume is good, and that's why I used to like win and get money, because it was drums and we was turning up, but the music wasn't too OC loud.
There's like
sometimes it was. There's a balance.
There's like a balance. It's like how loud do I go versus like what I'm doing versus like what's too much with stuff like that.
Exactly, and it's basically that was the whole thing about it. It's like some people need to know like how to equalize their music better, of course, but also. They were just like complaining when we been out here like for years, you know what I'm saying? Like we been just out here, even before I was even out here street performing, like this is the culture of DC. And they were marketing it like different outlets and like medias, so, like they were marketing to come, like things to do in DC is like the street performers.
I mean, the street performers give a city a culture. It gives it an
but they were
identity,
marketing this,
vibe.
but inside, behind closed doors, they're trying to stop it. Like
it's interesting.
That's hypocritical.
It's like we want you to look good, but at the same time, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
It's weird.
No,
it's
they trying. No, we want to look good, but you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, right.
You know
It's like, hey, tell me about your day, but shut the fuck up. It's like, right. What? It's like, what do you?
Tell me about your day, but shut the fuck up. Don't tell.
It's like, so you just want me to stand here and mime or something. Like, what do you want me to do? It's like,
exactly. So, too much regulation with that. But
well, a lot of the talk about that, like, I like the way you break it down because you don't make it like
I don't make it all about just us as a street performers. I wanna come to a coexistence with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's also the people who were testifying, and this is no offense to you, anybody. It was white people, older white people. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying this. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a racist. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be.
No,
racist.
That's just a fact. The race of the people were white.
And you could just tell from the type of era they come from. This is my judgment, which is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying anything facts, like just for anyone who would want to say something. But you can just tell like these older white people what type of era they were from, and this the response that they had when I was there, and like even like when I would be street performing, like the way they were walking up to me and like just aggressively just disrespecting, like with like it would be with this one dude, he lived right up there. He would come out and just point his sound thing like you know, you could download the app for like sound decibels.
Like
he'll be pointing all of my face. I'm like, bro, like you're like literally disrespecting me, bro. Like get out the way. But as soon as I do something or say something to you, now I'm the aggressor, right?
Yeah,
now you calling the police
like the instant victim
and all that. You know what I'm saying? Now you playing a victim, but it's like nah, and like
well,
and also they don't care about from the way they're speaking. They don't care about the progression or opening an outlet for us to do something like with the arts. You're not bringing ideas. You're just saying shut it up.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, a street performer is what? Someone who's trying to feed themselves, feed their family, and put their gift, their talents out there.
And that's another thing.
And hopefully get out of the streets, or maybe like that. But
and that's how I
elevate.
And that's how I elevate. I don't street perform anymore. Like some people don't know that, but it's all good. They don't got to know my pockets. I do like corporate events. You know what I'm saying? I be all over and up other places, like traveling around the world doing different stuff.
Because you don't need to anymore.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need to because I built that type of aesthetic fame, like my type of fame aesthetic where like I'm popular for this type of style and known for it now, and I could distribute it in a different way. And also, if I want you to come to my show and pay $12 or $20 for a ticket, or $30 or $50 or $100 or whatever it is, why would I be on the street for free when you could just pay me $1 or pay me some free attention?
Yeah, I mean, like look at a progression of a band. They start out playing free bars, free shows, open mics. Yeah. Next thing you know, you start getting booked.
But you don't keep doing. You get smart and you go with your rhythm. Same way with you, whatever you started from. You know what I'm saying?
I was shooting for free when I first started. You know.
You gotta, and still sometimes there's certain things you can do for free, but it's a certain way. It's other way of getting paid. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be strategic about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't let people like. Let it look devaluing to your whole image and brand and all that.
I think the thing about how the decibel thing has become like a race thing is because essentially because of, quote unquote gentrification, or aka people who have the money to move into the downtown part, Chinatown,
and
BC,
I just say, look who the people are.
Like, you got to have money to be able to do that, and then it's like,
but look who the people are that have the money. Like I be seeing who live in there, and I'm not being a racist. I'm just saying these people are these white and like they're upper in age type of people, or the type of people they are. You just tell they're not about creating another avenue for our culture in that way. And this is just my opinion, perception, and if it's facts, people can agree. If it's statistics, whatever.
Well, it's hypocritical of them, because it's like, oh, so you want the city experience, you want to live in Chinatown, but you don't want the actual city experience of it's noisy all the time.
Exactly. That just you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Exactly.
Whatever. So like,
or however the shit goes.
However, some like that. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you can't just just do that and we be at your leisure like when you want to hear it. Because then when it's quiet now, see, us as humans, we're never satisfied. You know, it's not. I feel like it's not in our nature to be like satisfied. Like there's no limit. We can think of limits, but it's really no limit sometimes when you like. Think about when you just don't think of the limit. You're like, wow, now I'm doing this. First I was doubting myself. Now I'm doing this. Or humans we're not, like, think about hot and cold, summer and winter. When it's summertime, you're like, man, it's just too fucking hot. And then when it's wintertime, you're like, man, I can't wait till the summertime.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Or too much heat is a drought, or too much rain, you can drown. It's like,
right. It's too much, always too much for us.
It's like I was thinking as humans that we're not programmed to be satisfied.
Nah, not at all. And that's another thing that leads to greed, and which leads to whatever. But that's the same way with the people. Like if it's like completely silent, now they're gonna be like, it's just kind of boring here now,
right?
But it's like now you're gonna like, what about those street performers you were complaining about? You know what I'm saying? You gonna wish they was here. You gonna wish there was some spunk, like you know, just that perfect time for you to just hear that song you love by that street performer, just cranking that song right there while you on a date, and it's like naturally, and you ain't have to pay for the date. I mean, you didn't have to pay for entertainment. Y'all just went and ate and enjoyed the show right there. A good vibe, good weather. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, and listen how marketable that even sounds. Or
even someone like you, you have built something off of that. Like, you don't even need to do it anymore. I had no idea you weren't street performing.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. Like, if anything I'm doing is with a company or something that is trying to have like some outside event, and I'm just outside performing at that time. But I've been doing different things, but I've been like just all over. I couldn't even say. It's just been different corporate stuff. I'm about to go to China in October. I'll get to that a little later. But like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've been marketing myself a different way, you know. But yeah, that as far as like that street performance built me up, and I had to fight for it. I'm not out there all the time, but I had to still just speak on it. I'm not like I wouldn't call myself a super activist or anything like that, but that was an activist type of energy that I took, because you got to stand up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people was talking, but it's also, when I was street perform, that was a community service. Like, I would like let other people like make money with me. Like, some of these street performers, instead of them going to steal clothes and shit and do other stuff, they just made their money right there off their talent, because they are talented, but they need their guidance. So I was a big brother to a lot of young artists, just street artists out there, and people were big brothers to me, big sisters, whoever, you know. So it was a whole community thing. It was a whole community service.
Well, you kind of have to be a voice, because you are arguably the biggest street performer who's come out of DC, at least in my knowledge.
Yeah. I'm one of them. Yeah, definitely. And I definitely pride myself on that, and promote people like getting out there and just doing it. When I would tell them, like when I went viral for doing it, a lot of times, a lot of people, like in my drummer world, a lot of people were getting out, putting their portable drum up and drumming out on the street as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a whole movement, and like not just even just in DC, but definitely in DC too. I would tell people certain tips that I did. I'm like, they're like, oh, you did it like that? I'm like, yeah, do it like this. You gonna make more money, and it's gonna be easier. It's gonna sound like I didn't hide people growing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hide the tips for them to grow. So you know what I'm saying? I could never not like stand up for it and like tell people some ways that I did it to win, and like, instantly like.
It's a good mentality to have though, is to want to share what you have as opposed to just keep it close to you and be like, nah, put your drum away, man. Like I ain't trying to help you out. Like that's such a better way to do it.
Yeah, because I also been a Bama ass dude as well. And for those who don't know what Bama means, it's like you're like it's even fucked up. It's the multiple meanings, but in something that's a down type of way. If you dressing like a Bama, you know, you like not wearing like you're not fly. It's looking like trash. Or if you're just doing some Bama shit, that means you just did some foul shit or something like that. So yeah, I did some foul shit, some Bama shit. I will come and set up and basically just bully another street performer or something and just like crank over top of them until they just stop, and then like I'm winning. It's all some like Trump, Napoleon, fucking whatever conqueror shit. You know what I'm saying? I would just go and just conquer that shit. Sometimes people are just casualties to, you know, to that. You know, to that ring of fire that you deliver, but at the same time, you know, that happens to you as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? So karma is a bitch. You gotta watch what you're doing. But yeah, I definitely.
Wait, you've actually gone and set up in front of another street performer and just completely stole their fire?
Like 2 yards from another street performer or a yard and just completely, just like, you know what I'm saying, basically bullied them out of it. Like, I didn't even played and like, one time it was me street drumming and doing dancing and stuff, and it was like my b-boy friends before I was like cool with some of them, and we basically battled, and I ain't stopped. I kept going, and I had people watching me. They was like, oh no, like, and they were like trying to see who to watch. It was right there, you know what I'm saying? And we all like the best of friends now. We all done did gigs together and like got money together now on like not a street level, on like booked for gigs level. You know what I'm saying? But we had our little like tussle at it as far as like with the arts, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. Sometimes you need a competitive edge too. That's always good for the soul.
You gotta compete for it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta compete for that spot. And I definitely competed with a lot of different street performers to prove not only something to myself, but some to them like, nah, nigga, I'm really out here. Like, y'all not fucking with me. Like when I'm feeling like y'all not fucking with me, like you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stand confident, not only like talking and all that, but like really displaying it, like why I feel like I'm great. You know what I'm saying? And not discrediting nobody else, like your greatness, but it's just like, nah, I'm here, like I'm bringing that fire. You know, and that's why I had to keep on doing it. Because remember, I was only doing it with one single drum and drumsticks, but also I had different multiple percussion out. But my aesthetic is that one drum in my body and sticks. You know what I'm saying? Dancing and all that shit.
Yeah, you don't have a cowbell or nothing. It's just like you, sticks, and a drum.
Yeah, and I can remember, like I said, I can do all that stuff. But what my image is, remember, identity, purpose, legacy. I had to identify all these years through that street performance and everything. I was trying to find my identity, and it takes time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like forge your identity out of you. Sometimes you're not just born like, oh, this is me. You gotta try like maybe I want to do this, maybe I want to do that, maybe I want to do it that way. Maybe I'm gonna just switch it up and do it that way. Matter of fact, I'm about to switch it up and like do it this way, and this is what I feel confident, and that's what dope. Everything like all that, I feel confident. Just pushing that whole aesthetic.
Like you get to the point where like, this is who I am, this is what I do, like this is how I do it, take it or leave it kind of thing. Is that like how you would define you being great? Like, have you always felt that you kind of were great at what you do? Or
because
like,
remember, like I had to go against other people doubting me, and like a lot of times for years, people walking past me like I was just that street drummer, like doing the stuff, like no big deal.
Oh, it's just my friend from high school. He's just drumming with doing. Like, is he a bum or something?
And now it's just like, oh, that's my friend. Oh, yeah, he been killing it, man. What he be with them sticks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different now.
Everyone wants to know you.
I seen, you know what I'm saying? Like the clout shift up from the viral moments, and me just keep on like doing it and sending more, and they like, you know, because people will doubt you all day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever crowd or whatever craft it is. People just doubt. It's just what it's supposed to. You need that. You need those people doubting you. Why? Because like it forces you to keep on pulling, like, you know, pulling some more out of yourself and just pushing forward, like through what you thought you couldn't do and what they think you can't do. You know what I'm saying? You just use that energy to like build off of it. You know what I'm saying? So
that's good though. You need some opposition to like whatever you do.
You need it. You need somebody saying you some shit. Like, fuck you, that's some shit.
What was the first?
Or just like,
what was the first like moment or viral moment or something where you kind of felt like, oh, I'm actually doing this with this? Like, was there like a specific?
The most viral, that one that peaked it on the top was like the Timmy Turner. It was like 2016 when I went viral doing that designer song, Timmy Turner. Like, man, that got me like millions and millions of views, and
Whoa.
like vlogs, like from Fader, Time Magazine, Complex, all them Jones, like, you know what I'm saying, like that viral stuff. Yeah, I did something with Revolt TV, you know what I'm saying.
I saw that. Yeah.
Everything, you know what I'm saying, and like just from that moment, even got connected with Timmy Turner, like got connected with different people, Pusha T, you know what I'm saying, different people, you know what I'm saying, like from just off of me just being out there at that time. And here's a little note in that time.
Yeah.
When I went viral, it was another dancer that was with me right there. He didn't go viral with me, but I was just talking to him like, yo, man, you got to keep going. You never know when your time is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I just had my speaker. It was hot as fuck out there. I had my shirt off and everything. I was just like, man, let me go just crank this song again. I just feel it. And just, it's these opportunities in these split second dimensions of time, like every time, every moment, every second, every zillionth of a zillionth of a zillionth second. It's these opportunities for you to like something, your life to change possibly if you act into it and align with it, like bing, like, you know what I'm saying? It just like the threshold, everything just meets like ding, that equinox. You know what I'm saying?
Lined up, like the opportunity met your your training and everything.
I was just talking to that dancer like, yo, man, you gotta do it because you just go viral, you just do something, you never know. You know what I'm saying? He was like, all right, bro. I was like, yeah, man, just come out dance with me. You know what I'm saying? We can just do something. You never know who might be watching. We just crank it up. And then he left. He like, all right, I'm about to go McDonald's or something, get something to drink. He never came back. I just got up, started playing like the Timmy Turner joint again. Somebody happened to be just scrolling by as this female. She was from here. She just happened and just posted. She recorded me doing the Timmy Turner drumming and just doing my thing, and she posted it on Twitter. And it started going crazy, stupid, because the designer had just released a song too and everything. It just started going stupid crazy. Like every time I would go viral, it would always break on Twitter. And then like it would get to my Instagram. Like I don't know why my Twitter would never blow up, but it would always get on my, you know what I'm saying, go to my Instagram from Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And like so that just turned it up, you know what I'm saying? And I told him it was just that divine timing and like me just being at the right place at the right time doing my thing. And it just aligned.
Yeah, because you could have easily went to McDonald's or done something else.
I could easily
but you
just
were like,
not drum too, or just
you're like, oh, I'm done today. But it was just that one extra moment, that one extra like push that you made to just kind of record it to that track and just.
Yeah, and then that, and I went viral other times than that, but like, you know, that was that super.
Oh, that's a mirror.
Super moment.
What's up? All right, give me what's.
Yeah.
We're in his studio.
Oh yeah. Hey man, we out here. Hey, 1 2 1 2. I'm about to crank the beat up. He about to pull up in the jump.
My bad. Sorry.
What up, man? Yo, that's a nice studio, man. It's on like that.
Sorry.
No. You should be on it. You should be on it, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Homme.
I swear to God,
DC.
it's not a podcast unless Amir interrupts it.
Shout him out, man. Shout him out. He done brought wine in here, man. All that.
This man always comes ready.
Yeah, man. Nah, man, we in here. It's never interruption. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just an intersection of energy, you know?
Honestly, that's how I approach this podcast. Like, I feel like so many things happen when I'm recording here, like stuff on the streets, some sound effects.
Yeah,
I just embrace, like, you're just like, what the heck's just walking by? Like, you're just like.
Because some people don't know how to kind of like talk while, like, I can talk while some people having sex outside. And I'm like, yo, they over here fucking and shit. But I'm like, yeah, back to talking about financial literacy. Some shit like, you know what I'm saying? Some two different like crazy things, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's about like just knowing how to like pat, rub your head, pat your stomach, rub your stomach, pat your head. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing how to just multitask with that, be versatile with your energy. And just split your brain up.
No, but that's super interesting what you're saying about yours, like that one viral Twitter moment. Like, those are things that people make like sayings and like proverbs about, and you were just like right on the money, where the right song, with the right girl walking by, and the right
time, and you can't see this. You just have to. Preparation means opportunity type shit.
That's
you just
what
have to be ready for that aligning, like bing, and it just clicks. You know what I'm saying? And then like later on, I start basically getting like the viral bug, where it's like now my page is like, I don't need the other outlets for me to get like more views, like more than 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 views on my own page. You know what I'm saying? First I would need like, man, post me on Worldstar, post me on whatever. Now it's like, nah, I just post it on mine, and now I have my tribe, my like, you know what I'm saying? The following is a tribe.
You got your own fan base now where it's big enough to where like you do something and it's like everyone knows.
It circulates within me and goes out and then comes back in and out and in and out bigger. Like it's like sewing, like you know what I'm saying? So that I just had to just be telling people. They would be like, yo, how you get your followers up? How you get all this? Like, yo, you gotta be for one, like far as social media wise, posting dope shit, post like creative content, post like something that's like, I would be sometimes spend nights when I was in my parents' basement, like just thinking like, yo, what is something I could do with my craft right now that no one's doing at the moment, like right now, that no one ever did in the world, or no one ever did like no one's doing right now at this very exact moment, where I'm just the one person in the whole world of 8 billion people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's one thing I could do, like, and then like just be seen as different amongst the whole world.
Yeah,
think about it, like to be seen as different around, like in the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Like that's big. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, there's 8 billion people, and each one of these person have millions and millions of ideas, trillions of thoughts probably in a lifetime. So that's trillion times 8 billion.
Yeah, what do
that's
I do?
a gazillion brillion.
Yeah, what do I do that's unique that no one else is doing that I know will like go viral or catch some flame or like just
some
catch
flame
some hype
of energy, period.
or just something like just gravitate people towards it.
And I would just literally just be meditating into that. Like I would just be meditating into it. My meditation is in my intention, is in my action. You know what I'm saying? That's my prayer. Like I'm praying into the motion. Like when I'm doing something that's like, no, I'm praying into it, like this is about to happen like this because I'm devoted into it. My brain is thinking into it. I'm waking up, think about it. And all energy towards that. You know what I'm saying? The same way with mind control. If I want you to like this drumming, I'm going to do something and I'm going to tell you like, yo, this is lit, right? And you be like, yeah. And I'm like, well, look, no, it's lit. Boop, boop, boop. It's like I'm a magician, musician. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a magician and musician. You know what I'm saying? Like
musician.
And then like because tongue twist. Magicians, they be like faster than the eye and stuff sometimes, and looking right at you and doing some crazy stuff. And you be like, because you're like, man, you're not about to do a trick. Like I'm gonna catch you.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You be like, what the? How did you do that? Like what? Wait, what? You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you're like, how? What? Where? Like I'm the same way, showing you that magic while still showing you that musician flair. You know what I'm saying? Showing a certain magic. We all have a certain magic aligned with our craft. You know what I'm saying?
You're a pretty spiritual guy.
Yeah. I'm just spiritual. I'm not really like religious or anything. Like I just believe I should like read all of the stuff, like any Bible, Quran, and whatever like type of stuff.
Yeah.
I want to hear all that stuff, but I'm just following off the natural spiritual energy that I hear. That I've experienced just in my life. Cause I be seeing different and feeling different spiritual stuff from just doing just drums, like the rhythmic communication and shit. Like it's crazy.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's like what's it called? The circadian rhythm. Something like that. It's like, is that like heartbeat or what is that?
What?
The circadian rhythm. It's like a natural rhythm of humans.
Yeah, like I don't know, like how they be like having like hertz, like you know what I'm saying, like them frequencies and stuff, and like it's like a natural something that makes people feel a certain way when like someone that were just programmed to.
Like the brown note.
Yeah. Like I've seen different stuff on YouTube. I'm just looking at like all this random. It's just so much information.
You know what the brown note is, right?
Nah, like I've seen it. I don't like. What is that?
The brown note is a low frequency that if you're exposed to it long enough, you gotta poop.
But I like so that's when I was looking at all the like hertz and all that stuff and like all the like binary like different frequencies. I saw some brown note, but I didn't go to it. But I was like the brown note, you know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. It can be a frequency that low and make you have to shit.
It upsets your stomach. It's some crazy stuff, right?
Yeah, like man, like that's how we gonna speak to aliens through rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you gonna connect. That's how you can speak to some animals and speak to.
Like aliens come down and the guy just comes and like puts his drum down with his snare head and there's like.
Yeah, somebody can come down like.
Get that stripper form from D.C.
Right. Yeah, right. No, for real. And I was just watching something on Netflix. There's this new alien show where this alien type of a spaceship thing landed on the ground.
What?
And then it just started building these crystals going up. It's like this crystallized stone stuff, and the dude was like, wait a minute, this thing is reacting to frequencies, and they start playing some Mozart or some Bach or something, and the crystal thing start responding like
what?
That. It played it back really loud, like through like I don't know, just like it heard the frequency and was like, oh, like because like a lot of those people like the way they will align those music notes and all that, it will align with other things that like frequencies that are like stars and like it's all types of like math and rhythm and all this.
So you believe in aliens?
Yeah, I believe in that shit. Like like I've seen some shit in the sky, bro. Like I've seen something in the sky. No one ever reported it, but I seen it in the sky. I was like, it was one time, as a female I used to talk to, you know what I'm saying? We was driving, she was driving on the highway. I'm just rolling the J. Something shot across the air. This glow shot across the air like, and it's like, and it went real fast. It didn't leave no tail. It didn't leave no smoke, no spark, no nothing. It went like super light speed, like, but it was like helicopter level. Like it looked like it was like a light beam, like a shooting star. You know what I'm saying? And it just zipped. Like it went sideways, then zipped into like light speed fast.
It's hard to explain stuff like that. Like sometimes you see some weird stuff. Are you familiar with Bob Lazar?
I don't know.
Have you paid attention with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, Bob Lazar, there's a thing on him on Netflix you definitely should check out.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he is coming out and he's been saying this for like 20 years that he's like, he worked on Area 51 with the alien technology. Mm-hmm. And he's like telling you about how he worked on the propulsion systems for the UFOs. Yeah. And he was saying that they had this thing that was like a half circle on just like a steel disc or something. Yeah. And it was like an anti-gravity field.
Oh, I've seen something about that. Because it's like magnets in it, like there's a bunch of magnets in it or something?
No, it wasn't even magnets. It just created like an anti-gravity field, and that's how like the UFOs were able to propel themselves.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I seen that because the dude, when somebody rebuilt it to like mimic like what it was, and you put like a ring of like magnets or something involved where it was like some real strong magnets, and like in a little dish, like he built it, and it basically just off vibration and off that repelling magnetic like force and all that it did anti-gravity from the magnets, like the magnetic pull. So basically he put magnets, right, and they're strongly trying to attract to whatever other magnet. So if you line that up and then like, you know, stationary it in, like you got stationary hard because they got like heavy, big magnets. So it's like if you station like that in that part, and then put another one beside, and that's just trying to attract to that one, which is trying to attract to that, which is trying to attract to that.
But yeah,
the ring is going to keep like
that's like magnet technology, but this thing didn't have any magnets in it.
I don't know.
It was like it was just this thing that his job was to try and figure it out. And they legit like couldn't, and he replaced this guy who got killed who tried to like dissect it. But essentially, like once it was on, you couldn't even like come close to it, and it was just this crazy mind blowing piece of just technology.
That's too powerful. But I just believe in that shit because like that thing that's on the air, the fact that it moved like that fast, it had enough time to watch everything and like they might have. I feel like they could see way faster and like in time, like they're moving like we're moving slow motion to them, to whoever that was, whatever that thing was. Like I'm moving real slow motion, like every still frame, like and like when I slow it down, it's like, bro, you had enough time to like do everything and like shoot something like fume or like
you ever seen in like superhero movies how they always portray the speedster guy, like he's like moving through time.
That's what I feel like they would.
But it's like slow motion for him, but he's moving normal.
That's how I feel these beings like normally are. That's how I feel like their speed, like they have the speed, like the light speed, like they're light beings or something.
I mean, the music's one of those things that is almost extraterrestrial. Like music is one of those things that's really hard to explain because it's like
think of a fan, some clippers, hair clippers, or a tattoo gun, right? These are frequency like things, right? So this is the fan one, like think it's anything with an engine. Okay. So a fan, right? It's like voop, 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 and it keep going fast until it's just like Or the same thing the clippers are like or when you listen right now.
Okay. That's my MacBook.
No, whatever.
My MacBook.
No, I'm just saying you hear it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is it. But you hear it's moving on the same rhythm, like anything. Like you listen, like try to turn everything off and just listen to the electric currents in the wall.
You're saying when it gets to like a certain speed or something, it has like the same sort of rhythm or sound?
It doesn't matter of fast or slow anymore in that time because it's going so fast. It's just is like it don't matter.
It's just like it just hits like this moment of just like do you ever feel yourself getting into that sort of rhythm when you're drumming, where it's just like
that's what I'm saying. I can go do a drum roll, like, you know what I'm saying. Let me do something real quick.
Oh no, dude, I would.
Oh no, okay.
I would, but like,
all right. See, I'm about to go crazy.
I don't know if the mics are ready for that right now.
Okay. I was about to go crazy.
No, trust me, I would love to see you perform, but I don't know if my mics can handle it right now. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. I bring a drum pad, but it's like a practice. Anyway, they get it. People just gotta go to my page to see it. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? When I'm doing a drum roll and I'm like, and it just keeps going. You're not really hearing like. You're not hearing that like those singular beats no more. It's just happening. It's like and like an engine.
It's like it all comes together. It's like cacophonous sound. That's just like it comes like
a note.
Like a droning single note or something.
Yeah. Like and
yeah, it's interesting.
And everything matches on that same frequency. Like everything. Like you can listen to outside and listen to all the ambient like noise balled up, and you're just hearing everything just going. Everything's just on the same thing.
Damn.
It's just on the same thing. Like you just had to be quiet for a second. Even silent isn't silent. I try to like just hear nothing. I'm hearing everything. Like
you actually don't want to hear nothing.
Right.
You ever heard of an anechoic chamber?
No, you been in there?
I wish. An anechoic chamber is a place, a room where sound doesn't exist. It is.
That's scary.
Yeah. Imagine this. It is so like. It doesn't have any sound where you go in there, and if you spend more than like a few minutes in there, you start to go literally crazy. Like,
yeah, I will go
like
dumb.
You can like hear your heart beating. You can like hear your nails growing. Like it's
hear your nails growing.
Like crazy shit. Like it's nothing. Like literally zero. Like
that sounds scary. Like this how.
I'm surprised you haven't ran into something like all the traveling and like all the people you meet. Like
that's
the thing, man. You should try and find that out whenever you're like out there.
Yeah, I don't want it to make me deaf, but I'll definitely go to experience it.
It wouldn't make you deaf. It'll make you feel weird. Like, wait, this is literally no sound, like a negative sound.
No, I'm down for the experience because
like it's so negative sound that you can't even make sound because of how muffled everything is.
That's scary.
Ain't that some scary shit?
That's scary as fuck. Like what the whole world is just mute. That'd be scary. But
it's just called being deaf.
Yeah, right. right. But yeah, that's crazy, man. But yeah, that's all this stuff for my belief and all that. I'm just with like pimping these frequencies, frequency bending.
You're
or
frequency
something.
pimp, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just
You're
like
a rhythm pimp.
Rhythm pimp, you know what I'm saying? Like I wake up, like I literally wake up, my office is my phone. Like I'm just like, doing things on my phone, getting booked for stuff or doing whatever. You know what I'm saying?
What's a typical day like for you?
Typical day
like
now.
Like a busy day for you, like a busy day.
A busy day is just, it depends on how I make it busy. Like all this, like literally is how I make it busy. You know what I'm saying? As far as, if it's like, depending on what the mission is for that day, like, or what I have coming up. Because basically, here's the different techniques I do. Of course, I post bait, which is like I post content of me doing stuff already from whatever gig to show like whoever that next company or whoever, anything that might try to book me or whatever platform, they see my delivery already. That's bait. Or, like if I got my merch, you know what I'm saying? I'm posting merch, like, it's like you're going fishing. I'm going fishing every day with my talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'm pitching my work to other platforms and stuff to see what's up. I'm also like about to have like a manager and stuff soon. Like I've been doing a lot of this stuff.
Oh, I'm surprised you're doing already.
Nah, I've been doing all my PR, all my like press, anything from getting on the news, from I just pay somebody to do the website. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing all this stuff myself. I edit my own videos. You know what I'm saying? Like getting some random person to shoot it. I just direct it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing all that myself, and now I've built enough where I can like bring on a team where we can go even crazier. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, wow, that's so crazy. I assumed you had like a little team or something going on. Like you were doing all this yourself?
I've been all these years. I've been like myself. I had a manager before and did certain things, but like it just didn't work out in that time. It wasn't a long time. You know
that's different. There's a difference between like the Uber driver I had today who said he was his homie's manager. There's a difference between that and someone who's actually a talent manager.
No,
who's going to get you that gig in LA or that gig in like New York. That actually makes it think of something. Not too long ago, you were talking on your Instagram about like moving, about moving and how you feel like DC doesn't have what you want.
Yeah, and that's how I feel as far as industry of like the market of creative platforms that's trying to like use us more. It's like everybody's not being used enough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
And when I say used, not in a bad way, I'm talking about in a way where it's like it's appropriate and it's like it's shining light. Like it's not. I don't know. It's just not here. Like the movies aren't being shot here. Like they are like in different cuts, but it's not like traffic booming for just like industry entertainment and of art and like somebody like booking me right now. It's like it's New York, L.A., Atlanta, some other parts sprinkled in of other places, but those are like the top places here, like in the U.S. where like every day you can find that this is going on. Like it's easy to find it. And less. Everybody's all fighting in like this little, I ain't gonna say crabs in a barrel thing, but it do be that sometimes. But everybody's always all trying to get like the opportunity. But out here, it's more like it's a lot of big birds trying to get small crumbs. You know, when I throw bread out, the birds don't wait for the other birds to eat. Like I did this shit the other day. I was just in Chinatown. I just threw some food out. The big ass pigeons didn't care about the other big ass pigeon or the small birds. They were just trying to get theirs. You know what I'm saying? And then
that's a good way to describe it.
And then a small bird came in and just stole the whole thing and got low and brung it to the other family though. The small bird just came in and was like, because everybody was like fighting and like trying to like get it, and then like somebody would like take their hands off because they all like ripping at it, taking little bites but not getting a full bite. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's getting full. They just getting little bites and everybody's just grabbing little chunks of it until it's all gone. But then like they all let go for a second because they weren't so focused enough. They all like focus on like one bird chasing another bird trying to get a piece of that piece that person got, that bird got. You know what I'm saying? So they all like straying away. It's it's no focus.
That's a good analogy for like opportunities in DC. It's like there's big birds here, but the opportunities are with little bread. But you go somewhere like LA where the culture is entertainment there. Literally it's an entertainment culture where it's like,
so it's bread and birds.
It's like, people will cleverly find a way to make you useful, or like, we could use him as an extra, or he could like try this, or let's just use it for
because the traffic is just there. It's still fake people there. It's still people that's not gonna tell you shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Still all that, but it's just more traffic of if you strong enough in your own will, which I am with my talent, with my thing, because it's not many people in my lane like doing like how I'm doing it, or maybe no one.
I mean, what you're doing is extremely unique.
Yeah,
like that's so valuable. Like that in itself, it's like you can't just hire someone to do that.
Yes, so I'm literally getting hired to be a me. You know what I'm saying? So that's always good. You know what I'm saying? You just don't have to compete with nobody, so it takes a lot of pressure on yourself for that. Except for you competing with yourself.
So you're looking to necessarily move or expand your horizons to LA, New York?
Expand my horizons, which is a move because I don't plan on going there for just 3 months, 5 months, and just staying. Like I'm at least knocking out a year there or more. You know what I'm saying? And then like. You know what I'm saying? It's stirring some situations up. Of course, I'll have the budget.
What place is on your mind?
To where I'm living at? You talking about where to live at?
Yeah.
I mean, it's LA, and like you just gotta search for the more affordable places because it's not cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
It's not cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure. So it's like I'm moving out there with my girl. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make it work like that. So 2 is better than 1, and she has a car already. We just gonna like lock in and get into it, but we're gonna make sure we had a budget where it's like at least we can have the budget to pay a year's worth of rent. And then fuck around and just see what we can get into out there. Because I got connections out there. Okay. That's the thing. I'm comfortable with going out there because I've
just point the mic.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with going out there because I've established certain relationships and rapport with people out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's always opportunity, you know what I'm saying, for me to do something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, you know, I'm gonna take that risk, that leap of faith, you know what I'm saying? Because you definitely, things like this, you gotta be faithful.
I think there's a reason though. I think there's a reason why people move to different places. Like there's a reason why good looking people who want to become actors move to LA, because that's where the opportunity is. You don't meet someone who's trying to do that in DC. You look at him and be like, you're stupid. The same way if someone went to California to try and pursue politics, you'd be like, you're stupid, move to DC.
Right, and you'll win. You'll be a political icon or celebrity or something.
I think about that all the time as someone who identifies as a fashion photographer, but who also complains that there's not enough fashion photographer gigs in DC.
It's not though. And when it is, you don't know about it sometimes, and they like high quality, but they in a cut somewhere. It's but secretly. But I'm like, there's got to be something going on. Like I know it's just not a thing, but at the same time, it crosses my mind. Like, well, wait a minute, let me think about this. Like, do I be a big fish in a small pond here, or do I just take the risk and go to New York where it's an ocean full of minnows and sharks and whales and everything? It's like, Yeah, that's the same. Like when I would go to New York too, that stepped my hustle up, that toughened my skin up.
Really?
And like because I wasn't the only talented drummer or whatever. I'm still me, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm not. It would just be a test, like this confirmation. Like, no, it's other people talented like that want it hard like you do too.
Damn.
And I like that though.
I like that too.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me. We gonna turn it up. But yeah. And that's another thing. As a street performer, I didn't just street perform here, like I said, but I even street performed in New York. I did it.
The ultimate.
Yeah, that's the ultimate big fish of that shit. I also did it in L.A. In Hollywood Boardwalk. I did it.
Damn.
In Boston. I did it in Nashville. I did it in Atlanta. I did it in wherever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all over, like all around. You know what I'm saying? I tested myself and seeing, can I really entertain people, not just in my place, my hometown, where they're comfortable with me, or like how good am I?
Where they like go-go?
Yeah,
right?
where they like go-go, where they just like this type of way. Like, let me see if I'm really that good. And like, I've been able to entertain people all over the world. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
But because I've seeked the experience and the training. It's like Dragon Ball Z going through the hyperbolic time chamber. You know what I'm saying?
Or it's like being a fighter and training in different disciplines, like you got jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and boxing and kickboxing. It's like
and even that, I'm a black belt, and I'm a first degree black belt in Shaolin Wushu Kung Fu.
Whoa!
Like, I did that like for 6 years, like when I was young.
Shaolin Wushu Kung Fu.
Shaolin Wushu.
Wushu Kung Fu.
Yeah.
What's like the focus with that?
With like the focus, like it's discipline, you know.
Well, like Muay Thai is like kicks and
Kung Fu, that's kicking and punching and everything, and forms and weapons fighting and training, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not karate where they're yelling like ah, but it's more like of like style, like even Tai Chi and all that stuff. Like you heard of Tai Chi before where they do that. That's like yoga. That's like flowing, just like yoga with hand motions and all that. A lot of people do that, you know, because it's good. It's good for you. But yeah.
You think you could fuck someone up with that?
Kung Fu?
Yeah, with your style.
Yeah, something fighting.
Yeah.
I also done been in the streets fighting, like whoopings, like I had to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like
people freak out when you start busting that shit out.
I mean, I don't know. Like one time somebody stole my friend's iPad, like that I was street performing with in a galley place, and this is a dude that I knew, and I'm like, come on, bro, why you lying to me? You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I just had to pop off on him, and like, you know what I'm saying? And then he ended up going and getting the iPad out of Hooters. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Right there, the Hooters right up there, and I'm like, bro, he was just lying. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have to go like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not even geeking to be a fighter and all that, but I'm definitely always getting it. I don't know, little people always get into fights sometimes. Like, I don't know. I ain't have little man syndrome, but it's me being small and bigger people just like thinking they could push me around, but didn't know I'm like strong enough to like wrestle around with them too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, it was weird. But Kung Fu, that was the reason why I got in Kung Fu, because I was getting bullied in first grade. You know what I'm saying? And then my folks just put me in like, you know, you need some self-defense classes type stuff.
I like that. I'm glad I didn't do Taekwondo and start fucking kicking. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, no, I did Taekwondo first before Kung Fu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that was just like, it was a part of like my school. I went to an African-centered school called Roots, and this other one called Kaumba. It's right in like D.C. And, you know, they had that like that was like an after-school program, and I would take that and we'd be like, huh. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the little things. But
I always felt like Taekwondo was like the least applicable to beating someone's ass.
Yeah, because it was just, you feel like you was a robot and you're just like, hi, yeah.
Well, it's like, how often do you get to like bust out a kick? Yeah. Whereas if like you're doing boxing for 3 months, you could probably beat.
That's why I like Kung Fu. It's all of that. Kung Fu was Muay Thai, was boxing, was all of that. My black belt test was gruesome, bro. They was fucking us up.
It should be.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you should have to go.
I had to
fire.
like we had the first run, like you had to sprint like 3 miles, and I'm young. I'm like 12, you know what I'm saying, sprinting 3 miles, you know what I'm saying, like around a certain thing. Like you had to sprint them because that was a test. You were being tested on it. And then you had to come in and do push-ups and sit-ups and all, like 500 like sit-ups, 200 push-ups, and you being timed for this. And we kids, bro, like so you have to keep trying to push. Like I'm talking about burning out OC, straight crazy. Then you had to do the chopping the blocks that part, and you know what I'm saying, these blocks would be hurting. Sometimes it'd be like, all right, let's not let them before you fracture something. But you had to go through that. And then, depending on how many people in the class, sometimes it would be 10 to 14 of us taking in our black, because it was like, this is bi-weekly. Yeah. So it would be 10 to 14 of us in our black belt training class. And every one person has to spar with every person for 5 minutes.
I was waiting for that part. I'm like, when do you have to fight someone to get it?
Every 5, this is not just to get the black belt. Like we did this for like 4 weeks, you know what I'm saying? like the same intense, same running, training, all that stuff. So I had to fight one person 5 minutes, then fight the next person 5 minutes, next person, and then everyone has to fight everyone. And like I'm talking about, this is not like they're not stopping it, and the instructor's not really stopping it. So sometimes people noses getting busted, lips getting busted. You know what I'm saying? You getting hit.
Are you fighting with like with gear on?
With gear on, but we're still like. You're to go all in. This is not a judge fight. This is like going in.
You're not pulling your punches kind of thing.
Nah. It's like go in like this is your rival right brutal. Now. And girls fighting guys and everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. Of course, you have some. It's more of a but. Still, no, they getting in the ring too.
Yeah, you're trying to kill someone, but you're trying to show what you can do.
There's some females they can turn up. Like this is that sport definitely highlighted a female energy to like no, you can whoop a dude ass like
okay.
If you physically get in there and train like it's no gender with that. It's just like warrior status, like just warrior of a human.
Yeah, I did Muay Thai for a little bit in college for a few years.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy, dude. I remember the way everyone got into the class. You had your first spar was always with the teacher.
Yeah, I had a spar teacher,
and he would make you feel like the tiniest piece of shit in the world, and like not like saying it, but like just the energy. Like you would sit there with like your gloves and your leg guards on, and you're just like. You're like, I can't hurt this person. They could destroy me right now. You just get that feeling, and it's the most helpless feeling, but it's also the most like humbling and like good sort of feeling to make you want to learn. Yeah,
now I definitely was spar with my teachers, and they always with me, but I would be like doing everything I could, like flying kicks and all that. But now think about like, yo, this is a grown man though. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm different. Like a boy, but I'm still like. Like sometimes crying because you know what I'm saying, they like just making you feel like little, and you're getting your feelings like
yeah, you're getting into it.
But they would teach me like, oh, you mad, huh? Still like hitting me in my face and using my madness as a weakness. My anger was a weakness
because like I was
fighting with anger and not like looking clearly, and then so there's like tears and everything. So you like all like worked up, but this person is still like. Psh, open your eyes. Come on, stop crying. You fighting with your anger. Fight with your mind. You know what I'm saying? Fight smart.
But those are valuable lessons, though. Like those are valuable lessons that translate into adulthood. That make you who you are. That give you that backbone to go and perform. That give you that courage to want to try that trick.
Or want to go further and want to take that risk,
right?
With your craft. And do you really believe in it?
How bad do you want it?
Or do you want to build your mind, you build what's in your mind and make it real. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff, like even in my playing, you can see all the stuff I do. You see the motion and what I'm doing. It's kung fu like. It's you know what I'm saying?
It is very fluid when you talk about like that sort of Tai Chi inspired kung fu. It's like I can see it, especially when you start doing the twirls with your sticks. Like that's kind of what comes to mind.
Yeah, it's like they're definitely like weapons, like you know what I'm saying, like all that. And man, it's all bottled up into this artistic energy that I have that's ever growing, and like I don't know what I might be doing next year. I keep outdoing myself, so I'm like I don't know, but yeah, man, like that's just like things we talked about some parts of me that relate, but like some things that are happening now. What I'm working on now is my EP. I'm working on more of a body work because I have one song out. It's called We Band. It's on iTunes, like WEBAND. You type in Malik Dope Drummer. Nice. It's on iTunes, Spotify. It's like the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And that song was to just speak out like unity and like we band. Like we ain't in the song I say we ain't yelling gang no more. We band, you know what I'm saying? We ain't a gang. I'm a band.
That's positive.
I'm a band. But it's still keeping that same energy. Like, I'm a band, but we still fuck you up. But we're not trying to say we gonna fuck you up. We're not trying to paint a negative image. We just saying like, this is my tribe. This is my people. You know what I'm saying? This is how I'm rocking. Like, let's come together, unite.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, that was that song. And I released that earlier this year in January.
So you have like a full sort of accompaniment on the song? Like, is it just you drumming?
No, it's me rapping and drumming. Like, it's me rapping with the drum production. You know what I'm saying? Me and another producer. So I write and like do lyrics too. Like, so I'm mixing the drumming with rapping and dancing in a whole big show. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Like that's like a whole performance. That's like hard to translate. I feel like just through audio. I feel like it would sound tight, but like I'd want to see that more than I would hear that.
No, definitely. Like it's definitely something to see and experience. You know what I'm saying? The hearing this sounds good too. Like you can add this in the podcast, the song later or something. I don't know, but we'll talk about it later. But that's what I'm working on with that. And I had to find my sound verbally. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all percussion. It's just verbal percussion. You know what I'm saying? It's just how am I going to make them get my story, my energy, how I want them to feel, you know what I'm saying? Or some relatable, cool songs and stuff like that. And just talking about some life stuff, just some how I feel and just life type shit.
Yeah, it's interesting what you're doing. Like, it's very like, at least to my knowledge, it's a path unpaved. Like you're sort of trailblazing something here. It's like, is there anyone that you kind of look towards as far as like, I want to do it like that, or like I want to like.
A lot of influences, like even for me to start my brand Dope, I was influenced by my friends Harvey and Ralph. They call BYOS, Bring Your Own Style. They were the first ones, like they older than me, like 31, 33, and they were the first ones using like the marching band style, but like doing it to like music and like pop songs and different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Doing like stick tricks and all that stuff. So I'm a subgenre of them. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like more like. I'm the Drake of it. You know what I'm saying? if they were
that's a great
a Jay-Z and a Nas or something, or a Jay-Z and a Biggie, I'm a Drake because I took that same energy, but like now that I added the dance moves, then they had more of the predominantly the marching community, but also still have industry community of people that just like music too. But I have more industry and then less marching band, but still marching band family too. It's like kind of a mix. My crowd, my fan base is like people who don't even give a shit about drums, but like what I do.
That seems like the better fan base, in my opinion. Like, like the more mass appeal as opposed to appealing to like the nerdy band guys. No offense to them, and I get it.
No,
I get it.
Exactly.
I get people who are into chops and rudiments, stuff like that.
Exactly.
That's a niche as opposed to like Drake. He appeals to everyone.
Right, and still gives you that hard like rap grunge energy too.
Exactly.
But also does
still like him and everything. Yeah.
Highline Bling, and then like goes to whatever, or still does some whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like versatile. That's how I compare that. If it was like in the marching band, like drummer world, like I'm a Drake with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like one of them game changers, like still something that's relevant to the before, but like not the same as before. You know what I'm saying? Like
so, it's like the progression of anything.
Yeah. So right now I've been working on my artistic path as just really a recording artist. You know what I'm saying? Working on the EP. It's gonna be called Dope Wave. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a release date for that yet, but I do have certain songs and stuff, the concepts and all that. Just knocking out, having studio time. I got a studio session tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm working on that. August 10th, I have my first Waywork drum and dance class. That's my style. Yeah, Waywork. That's my style. You know, I said it earlier, but I got to say it again.
Yeah, please do,
man. That's the style.
Please plug away.
And the definition of Waywork is the art of mixing drumming and dancing simultaneously, you know, beat matching the hands matching the beat, the movements matching the rudiment. Like if I do a paradiddle, you know what a paradiddle or flam or whatever it is, I might do a paradiddle with a moonwalk, you know what I'm saying? I'm be coming out with a bunch of different stuff. Like,
man, those are some hard skills. You got to be able to paradiddle and you got to be able to moonwalk.
Right. I'm coming out with a whole guidebook and everything. I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm coming out with a whole thing like ebook for that. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to spread the way style. That's cool. Like you freaking originated a style of is it performing? Would you call it like
it's a style
drumming?
Of performance? I'll say style of performance, but percussive performance.
Okay.
Because percussion isn't just drumming. Percussion is just rhythm. Period. But yeah, it's a style of percussion. Yeah, and all that.
That's
just
exciting. You got your first class. That's
August 10th is gonna be at Joe's Movement Emporium, which is in Mount Rainier. You know Mount Rainier, arts. It's like an arts district area too. You know, and that whole Route 1. You know, Gateway Arts. You heard of that?
No.
Well, yeah. You seem like somebody that would most likely get into that whole wave because they doing a lot of different stuff. You know about Gateway Arts? Yeah, he already hip. So, but yeah, Joe's Movement is one of those places that facilitates a lot of stuff, cool stuff. You should check them out.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I'll definitely like share it or something.
Oh yeah.
Whatever I can do, that'd be cool.
It's on my page.
I'll like link
definitely.
all that stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be doing my first class. This is free. For ages 9 to 12 and 13 and up. So I'm having the youth one, 9 to 12. That starts at 4 p.m. to 5:30, and then from 6 to 8, you know, it's gonna be the 13 and up kids, you know, and like, you know, it's gonna be choreo, it's gonna be film, it's gonna be all that. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a good vibe. It's gonna be free to the public and the people. I have my drum pads already there for people.
Completely free.
Yeah, it's for the first time. It's the kickoff. So I want people to get it.
People anyway, get that like
I want to get that
video
in.
that makes people want to go to it.
But I want them to really feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already going to be doing that in China. So because in
oh shit, that's what you're doing in China?
Yeah, also in China I'm gonna be doing.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about what you're doing in China? That's
China
cool.
on October 9th to 16th. I'll be out there in Shanghai. I'll be doing 2 performances and 1 lecture, and I'll have a translator, one of the guys from the company who booked me out there. I'll be talking to him about my style, about DC culture. I'll be even like doing a certain DC song.
That's interesting that you're almost an ambassador of DC when you do this shit. Like,
yeah. I am. You know, because I represent this, so I got to represent it well. Represent it here, like, you know, this like I'm gonna show them about go-go and give them a little glimpse of it, and they're like, oh, go-go, you know, not to like say the accent like that, but they're like, oh, go-go, what is go-go, and then they're gonna be open to it the way I'm gonna be feeding to them, and they're like, oh, I like this, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, they got different like drum styles and all that stuff, and you know what I'm saying? It's all music.
Well, they love American culture, like hip hop and rap is huge in like Japan and street style and
everywhere,
China and a lot of Asian cultures. Like they really take it and they make it their own. Like
easy.
Like I just thought, I was like, how
now when they know about this go-go, it's gonna be lit too.
That's gonna fuck them up. They're gonna be like, whoa, what?
Like, we never heard this type of rhythm.
The one hip guy's gonna be like, or like the one DJ is gonna hear it like, yo, what was that record? Like,
right, exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing a certain go-go song out there, teaching them a routine of that, and filming it, and definitely like showing that.
Dude, you gotta film that, dude. Honestly, man, like, I love your YouTube channel. Like, I hope you have like a videographer or someone with you who like makes like a whole like vlog series.
Yeah,
that'd be so fun to watch. I
bought my camera. I told you I got the 6400.
Nice.
With the lens, I just bought a 60. I just bought a what is it, Sigma 1.4 f 1.4 lens, or some shit like that for video. So I'm just like, I invested in it. So if one of my people might meet me out there, you know what I'm saying, and like, cause he got like free flights and shit, so he might meet me out there and be one of my like helpers with it / like,
dude, that'd be killer, man. Just from my end, I would love to watch your like journey in doing that and everything. Like, that'd be so crazy.
Yeah, so that's, like I said, I've been building a team more, and I need that production team to capture all that without me worrying about, hey, can you capture this real quick? Look, we here, blah, 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 blah. I just want to be naturally happening, and it's me not having to worry about that. But it's coming, you know what I'm saying?
It's like a process to everything, you know? It's like, you got to do yourself, whatever, but it's like, it's always better to have like the videographer doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's some of the things that I'm working on right now, launching more classes. I already did some of my clinics called my Sticks and Tricks clinic. That was when I did at Chuck Levin's, which is one of the famous like music stores from back in the day that here in like Wheaton.
Nice.
That's by Wheaton Mall and stuff. Yeah, shout out Chuck Levin's. You know what I'm saying? They provide a platform for me over there too. And that's where I teach the fundamentals and the drumming and stuff and the rudiments and the tricks. And then the way work drum and dance classes, that's for drumming and dancing, where I don't go into drumming into detail, telling them about paradiddles and flamadiddles and all that, and tempos and all that. It's just about, you hit this beat like that with this dance move, and like, you know what I'm saying? It's drumming for dummies, but not calling people dummies.
Yeah,
you know
it's like training them in your style of kung fu, aka wayward.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's like your sort of thing. You know what I'm saying?
I would dap you up, goddamn.
Oh yeah. I'm about, dang, it hurts like that, man.
No. I don't want to rub the cream off on you. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, what is this? But yeah, exactly. You just said it. My way of kung fu, way fu. God, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, but yeah, it's definitely just like you just literally said it. Teaching them my style, but having it here. Okay, this is the dance scene, like where it's like in like a dance studio type of atmosphere, and it's the other scene where it's like a clinical other room atmosphere for just drumming. You know what I'm saying? Separating the two, marketing wise, like drumming and technical stuff, and then just dancing. And then me as the recording artist here too. You know, I'm sectioning off the different parts.
It seems like you're really trying to like make way style of performance or drum performance like an actual thing, like the same way, I don't know, any like tap dancing or any way anything else is its own sort of art form.
Exactly. There's going to be a whole own art form tailored with events and discussions and different stuff, and like different events and all that with it, tournaments, like whatever, like you name it, like raffle, scavenger hunt, whatever, all types of stuff tailored within this that I'm going to be doing with this, and also with just definition. So this is my brand, Definition of Percussion Entertainment, LLC. That's my company for entertainment and education and performing arts. Way is the nonprofit, which will be same artistic value as Definition of Percussion Entertainment, but that's who you book when you booking. That's my arts label, basically. You know what I'm saying? The other one is the foundation, the giving back part. You know what I'm saying? And Malik Dope Drummer is the artist. You know what I'm saying? Is the recording artist who's performing his own stuff, own original, everything. But these other parts is where we might do other songs and mix it up and have the kids involved and do all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's the trinity. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? That's that trinity of that. So
seems like you got mapped out like a little bit of a game plan. Like
this is the game plan for where it's like I can provide and be launching programs, but also be on the other side of the world performing a tour or something. You know what I'm saying? While also employing people or giving scholarships. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the whole big picture of what I will be doing.
Is it me or do people who do dope shit in DC always want to give back?
Good. Like
I feel like
if you're a real winner, you want to see other people win. Like, you want to see them just prosper and be like,
is that what it
lit.
is? Like you get to a point where you actually want to just give back? Like,
yeah, it's only right because it feel good to see it. Like, remember, we only this skin. Like I feel like because we're only just human, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, once you're like deteriorated and done in this human form and all that, you gotta live some more. And how do you live some more? Is through other people. I'm trying to be on my Michael Jackson, James Brown, some type of shit, like where people are still continuing their practice of what they left, that legacy, identity, purpose, legacy. Like I said earlier.
I feel like you have to get to a certain point to even be able to give back. You know, like you have to like
get
it yourself,
and
then you have to like be able to like get it and then pass it on and be like, all right.
Yeah, knowing to be selfish and knowing to also put people in position for them to win, but their win helps you win too.
Yeah, it's like you can't eat if you don't have money to feed yourself, or like, you know what I'm saying, you got to feed yourself and then feed others. It's not the other way
or
around.
make good partnerships, you know.
That too.
You know, it's all about knowing how to, it's art of communication and the art of execution, you know. There's like different things revolving around that. So that's what I've been doing. Like a lot of stuff, certain people haven't charged me because they want to work with me and they like the vibe I carry, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, and I got following and some people, it's going to reach some people. So these people that would charge other people thousands of dollars, but they'll take a gamble on me for free. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on to something. You know what I'm saying? The clout will work for itself naturally.
The clout. We all want some more clout.
Yeah.
It's like the clout generation, dude.
Yeah, it's clout, but my clout is authentic. Some people are doing fake clout and like stealing some other formula that they think is going to work or something, and like, I don't know.
Dude, you performed in front of the Le Twins.
Yeah.
I saw that video.
Yeah.
That was insane, dude.
Yeah, man.
Were you nervous for that at all? Like,
nah, I was down to, you know, clout. You know, that clout was in there, and I was
that was the clout.
I was like, I need them.
Clout.
I was like, I need them to literally see my wayward style, and I had a chance of talking about it and seeing it and connecting with they like management and all that. Like, I ain't saying nothing gonna happen yet, but like I'm just saying, like, you know, you might never know.
They know who you are.
They know who I am for sure, and you never know what you might see in the future on some choreographed or like some production.
Dude,
or anything.
I remember seeing their viral videos like 5-6 years ago.
Everybody's
like they were just going crazy.
Yeah, and now look, they making a killing off that, and they like make serious.
They are the dudes in the dance world. They're like the dudes, you know.
Movie shit and all that. So it's like for me to even like just get that opportunity, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just humble. I'm just being humble in it. Like yo, they saw me and they really was like, oh, okay, yeah. Like they stood up.
Did they say anything to you afterwards? Were they like?
Hell yeah, they was fucking with. The manager was like, yeah. Took the car. They said, like, keep in touch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in alignment with it. It's just I'm not saying anything because anything ain't happened yet.
Sometimes you just never know how things turn out.
Yeah, you just gotta let it
trust in the universe.
Plant the seed. I've been planting so much seeds. I have to keep planting the seeds in that crop. You know what I'm saying? Some shit gonna grow. And you're like, oh damn, I planted that 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Now look. You know, that their tree growed, and you know what I'm saying, and then like, but their tree was the seed that you had a part of like planting in there, and now it's growing, and now they're like, yeah, shit, come up, have some fruit.
Even like the stuff you were talking about before, like you actually helping people. It's like planting little seeds in everyone. Just like being a good dude and like helping everyone along the way, like not keeping it all to yourself. It's like you never know where that future could go. Like that seed might turn to a tree, but way before you do it.
That's how you're
that nice dude.
That's how you reinvent yourself or something. That's how you do like. That's how you stay relevant too. Sometimes, and this is not me saying be a parasite or be something, but you got to host with people sometimes. Like they're not hosting saying go host a night in a club, or that too. But you know what I'm saying?
That sounds fun.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But I'm saying you got to host with some people. Like right now, I'm coming to your joint. Yeah, I got more followers than your thing, but you still have an audience of people that don't know about me yet. So let me go hosting with you. Let me go build with you. And now look where I'm at. I'm in this cool place. me and him might shoot some cool shit in here. You know, you never know. He might be like, all right, shit, bet.
Amir's that dude. He'd be like, hell yeah, you know.
Spread some light to this, John. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here now. Art of communication. I'm already initiating that as an idea, and if it makes sense, he gonna say, hey, let's try to figure something out. I could just be ripping the drum right here and have a camera just getting the cool scene, some cool lights in here, some whatever the fuck. I don't know. But see, that's already like, I just did 2 things at once.
Like, right,
I'm hosting with you. I just initiated some future shit right there, which is still connected to you. We are already
it's like collaboration is the way. It's like, and it's weird.
Smart collaboration.
It's like you're just like always strategically clout munching off of everyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
you're trying to get my guests drunk.
Man, get in here, man.
Nah, it's good. We're actually probably about to wrap up here pretty soon anyways.
Yeah. But like, thank you for having me in your spot, man. You know what I'm saying? We in here.
Man, might as well just wrap it up now, I guess.
Oh, I mean, we can wrap it up. You know
it doesn't matter. What else is on your mind, my friend?
Well, you tell me. I didn't say what I'm working on, you know what I'm saying? What I'm planning to do. Some other stuff in the work as far as like I'm close to doing a TED Talks, you know what I'm saying? So the same
I'm surprised
energy.
You haven't done one yet.
Yeah, it's close though. It's coming. Like it just has to, you know, it just has to be communicated the right way with the right people, or they respond back or whatever. But
dude, I've been looking at these goddamn drumsticks this entire interview. Can I grab one?
Yeah, turn up.
Dude, it's like, is there like a thing behind this right here? Like, is there a reason why you use like a certain, like, what
this
is
company, this is my first endorsement. I'm endorsed by this company, ProMark.
So you get a bunch of free sticks?
Yeah, I have free sticks. I soon will have my own signature sticks coming out. That's another thing I didn't say because it's not out yet. But I'll soon will have my own. There you go, that thumb roll. You got it. Oh, you got it. And you got to hit this one right here. Yeah. Oh, you in
Oh shit, boy! If you're listening, I'm about to be Bruce Dope drummer.
Yeah,
goddamn,
right. Bruce Dope drummer right here, and Malik Dope photographer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So shout out to ProMark. You know what I'm saying? It's my first endorsement ever, first sponsorship.
I could have swore I saw you with sticks that had like something on the end of it or something, like when you were twirling or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but that was my friend's BYS. That was their signature stick. It might have like a rubber band on the end of it.
It was something like that. I was like, oh, is that how he's able to grip it and stuff
right,
like
and
that?
See, and that was their whole mission behind it, was to have that rubber for like tricks and like that tutting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, whoa, dude, that's
you know what
nuts.
I'm saying? Yeah, thank you. Nice.
Damn, you
pinkies up.
You trying to pour me nothing over there?
I had some pinkies up, man. Yeah, you know.
Nah, this is cool, man. Like besides the fact that you were hiding me for the interview, I'm just like, my inner drummer growing up was like, I want to talk to this
And look,
dude.
you just linked and learned some shit right there. Well, I don't know if you did that palm roll already. But you just
that might have been like the first time I tried it in like 5 years, dude.
Wow.
Dude, I grew up in like playing in bands and hardcore bands and stuff all the way up until college, and then just kind of fell off.
Right. Yeah, you got the band look. You look like you shred some shit out. Like you just look like you shred some shit out. That's all I can say. I don't know whether it's guitar or drums.
I played drums, but dude, I was never as
You did rock or no? What did you do?
No, it was rock. It was like rock, reggae.
Right, yeah, that's what you
some
look.
ska shit, some hardcore stuff. But my favorite was like
right
playing
there.
rock and reggae. So that was the
Yeah,
best,
no, that's
dude.
the vibe. That's what you look like.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, man. Bless up on it.
Yeah, dude.
Man, energy. But yeah, you give that energy. I ain't even sip, man.
Oh damn. That's some tasty ass wine, my dude.
Right, now that's that acquired taste. That's that luxury right there. But yeah, man. So
You ever had some wild shit happen when you were performing?
yeah, man. I had different wild shit, man. Different wild shit. Let me say one time in LA, this is the power with music and like that divine time. Remember we said like when things just click, sometimes it triggers people with that same click in somebody's mind. This dude, one time I'm doing something, I'm doing like this crazy, like it's like a song I'm playing to. I'm like, boom, and I landed right on the like kapow of the beat, like the ending.
Yeah.
And this dude just lost and started dumping all his stuff. He was like, something was wrong with him mentally. I don't know what drug he was on. But I'm right on Hollywood Boulevard. It's at night, and I'm just about to wrap up. This is like my last song. I just like bow, and he just like, God damn. He starts emptying out his backpack and jumps on his cop car on the Hollywood Boulevard. Just jumps on a cop car and it was just like, fuck the police, man. Yeah, fuck 12. And then everybody's like, hey, yeah. And I was like, where did I start? Like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
And he's just like dumping his shit all out on the cop's car. He just belligerent, like, wow. As soon as the beat clicks, it's like,
You like unlocked his brain or some shit. You're just
I
like,
did that different time. I love drumming. It's weird. I love drumming and with people that's on some like some high shit, like psychedelic weird high people.
they're like on a different frequency,
They be like doing some weird shit, and I'm like, yeah, and I'll be like going into their world, like, you know what I'm saying? We as artists, you know, we get into that weird shit. We're like, whoa, like, oh, we're doing this now, like doing that, like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like getting, I'm feeding that shit more.
Like you see that one person who's like just tripping a little bit, like, oh shit, okay, I got you, dude. Like
I'm like that tripping gateway to like, and I might have them drumsticks and they might be like, out of their mind though, but like totally making sense. But to the regular person, they just some high bum ass, you know what I'm saying, people on the street.
Yeah.
Little do they know, like these people are very rich in their experience of something.
Yeah.
You gotta take it from it. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was in Philly, I used to street. Yeah, I didn't say I used to street perform in Philly. That's one of the places I didn't say. One time, I ended up starting a You Got Served battle.
No
way. You know
way.
what I'm saying? Like, it was these two dancers, it was these two groups of dancers that basically knew each other, but also like, you know, had a little dancer beat.
Yeah.
Like, man, you don't want it, boy. Man, what's up? You don't want it. Next thing you know, I'm just playing some music. I'm playing like Missy Elliott, Lose Control and stuff. Niggas all like b-boying and shit, doing stuff.
Shit.
Like, what's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Doing all that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like some step up, You Got Served type shit. And I'm like, damn.
They're
like,
getting hype off your drumming in the song.
no, like I'm like they already were hype off the drum, like dancing and drumming with me and all that stuff. But then like they start facing off because another crew came and like was showing us like, man, what's up? And people are taking off their clothes and like I'm mediating this whole battle and I'm like, oh shit.
You're the conductor of
I'm
this battle all of a sudden.
I'm like pointing out like your turn, and then they like, yeah, boom, boom. People had choreos like it was really impromptu, like amazing, perfect. Which I wish it was filmed.
I was just thinking, I was like, I wish that was filmed.
That part was, it's probably somewhere in my archive, like, yeah, like down in my IG, but like not like a full video thing, but yeah. And like just in DC in general, like man, a bunch of times gallery plays and U Street.
Is that the wildest places, like gallery plays?
Yeah, like gallery plays, I've made like especially like a game let out or something, I've made it just go bonkers, like, you know what I'm saying? I just made it go stupid.
Oh, after one of the
bonkers.
Capitol games, you're just popping off?
All that, the Wizards games, like anything. It done been bonkers, like block party level, like
really
block party level, like stupid dope energy, like people just dancing, going crazy, battling, like doing it's a whole plethora of circus of entertainment.
That's nuts.
I don't even know what they say. Like it's just like been a lot.
You ever see titties while you're doing it?
Yeah, I've seen titties. I'm
just saying, maybe you jump into someone's rhythm and they're just like,
girls that shook ass on me, bad females. So I've been on U Street late night, you know, the turned up hours. Girls shaking ass on me. Girls flash titties. People smoking weed, taking shots, getting back into it. Like, it's been all types of stuff.
God damn.
Like, it's been like the life, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've definitely gotten a lot of females from doing it. I'm not single now, you know what I'm saying?
No.
But I definitely gotten a lot of females from doing the drum and dance.
Yeah, I was about to say
all over, but like,
God damn.
everywhere in different countries.
You're out there hypnotizing all of them. They're just like,
yeah, because a girl told me, it's like, they can, I don't know, this just shows how they be analyzing us as men. They was like saying like the way I'm drumming, they could tell how I am in the bed or something. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. And I'm like, I never thought about that. I'm like,
they'd be like he could lay it down.
They were saying, I'm like, all right. I mean, you know, I ain't gonna say too much, but you see what the result will be with them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they see. Now you see what that we.
Are they ever like, Malik, bring your sticks? She's like, what?
Nah, I don't know. Like sometimes it's been stuff, you know, like starting like a little. Like, it sounds like some drum porn or some shit. Like, you like, it's teaching them like, nah, just do this like this. And the next thing you know, you break out into doing something else that's not drumming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
All of a sudden, you're playing the bongos.
Right, playing them buns, those. You know what I'm saying?
You're playing the bun drums.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just like.
I mean, it's like perks of the job, though, right? It's
yeah,
like
for
hard
sure.
work and discipline. Anything you get.
That's, yeah.
Whatever it is.
And I also, like, because, like, think about me being younger sometimes, I wasn't the freshest. You know what I'm saying? I didn't always have the freshest clothes on. I wasn't like no bum or nothing, but I was fresh sometimes. But you know, sometimes your freshness deteriorates. You know what I'm saying? It's just your swag try like, okay, now you're repeating the same jump after you got your couple outfits in school and stuff, them new fits. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to remix and put different coordinates together. Now you just running out of fits, so you got to wear them like the next week over or something. But yeah, I was never like that type of guy, but my art was like the flash. My art was the attraction, like who I was. You know what I'm saying? They like me for me. I'm not the dude that's like splurging in his money on you.
If you need,
but if I got it,
if you need fits to like try and get bitches, like you have already lost. Mm-hmm. Like I'm sorry, but like if you think that your like Givenchy shoes or what are the other popular shoes, your Yeezys are gonna like get a girl, it's like you're messed up, dude. Like
right, right. No, it's a slag. He over there going off over there. But yeah, it's just really like I done seen the bummiest dudes get the baddest jumps.
Right.
Or the baddest dude, but the bummiest shorties with a fresh dude. I don't know. It just depends. Like, I don't know. People like what they like sometimes. I've seen fat dudes get skinny, fine Jones.
Yeah, fat dude's a great personality, be getting the hottest chicks, or like an ugly dude is extremely talented,
or like just somebody just confident in themself.
Yeah, confidence is crazy, dude.
It just go a long way. You look
pretty serious when you're playing though. When you're playing, you have like very like serious confidence.
Yeah, I'm just like I told you, I'm in some meditational mode.
I don't think I've ever seen you smile when you play.
No, I definitely smile, but like I don't know. Some of the videos you might have seen, like I'm definitely like I don't know when it's me by myself. Like, and I'm not trying to look at somebody and engage them when I'm just showing them, like, nah, I'm serious. Watch me in my ninja shit right now.
Yeah.
Then that's my mode. But when I'm trying to engage with you, I'm looking right at you. And sometimes when I do the thing with the mind control, I throw a stick at a person. I throw a stick at a person and be like, come on, like, jam it out. And they be like, oh, okay. And that's in another part of the show. And they be like, oh, shit, what happened? What happened now? I done made some people look so cool, like, drumming and being a part of the show. Like, I know that dude got some pussy after you know what I'm saying?
You threw him some clout.
I throw people some clout. Like that's the thing. I get the clout but I also give the clout. That's why when you get what you receive. I mean, what you give is what you receive. And literally, I turn people's clout up a little bit or enough. You know what I'm saying? I get more back too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just turn this person cloud up, that person like, this is like mechanism that will break people out of their shell. Some people will be like nervous or like insecure, be like
that's very true.
Anxiety driven to like doubting themselves, and I'll be like, man, do it, and then they like toss the sticks. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm so nervous, but they're doing it, and I'm making them feel. It's like being in the middle of the fire, being like literally in the middle of the fire, and just like saying, no, we're not hot. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about in the middle of a flaming hot fire.
That's what you do as a street performer. Like you're literally in the flames. Like
in the flame, and then get somebody, bring them out in the flame. They're like, wow, this flame is hot.
It's the craziest form of just like putting your shit out there, testing your skills, like your spirit. Like it's just, it's everything.
It's like being naked in front of people.
It's essentially what it is.
Walking the street naked or something. Like be like, damn, man. Or like all of us as guys can relate. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to pull your joint out to the shorty unless you want a hard. You know what I'm saying? It's like going out on the noodle. Hey,
I always tell girls
that's a little crazy, but that's real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I always I'm like, yo, girl, I'm a girl. We're not a shower. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just all of us as youth have experienced that. It's just like, nah, she got to see me ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't like, man, it is what it is until like later on. You know what I'm saying? But like, you like, nah, you gonna see me at the best of my best. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, but if someone's 100% all the time, I'm worried about that, dude.
Nah, that nigga's popping pills. Yeah. He popping, what's that, Viagra?
Even if you're like 80% all the time, I'm still worried about you, dog. Like,
nah, it's something irregular about that.
Dudes just go from like 0 to 100. That's just what we do. It's just like you go from like 0 maybe to 50 if you're hanging out with that girl, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But it's always like
there's a comfort thing too. It's a comfort thing with the confidence and like, man, yeah, that's like a lot of shit. Like, it all goes hand in hand, like whether you a virgin or not, or losing your virginity, or like you want to be a street performer or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all these things, like different things that open the mind, open the body, open whatever, like these experiences, or just saying, fuck it, I'm just going to go into it. Like, boom, like, just, I don't know, just don't think. Just do. You gotta
have a different level of confidence these days from all the just performance you've done, dude. Like, yeah. I feel like much pride doesn't like scare you or something.
Nah, because I'm like, fuck everybody if they don't like what I'm doing. Like, whoever's like, I'm doing it. If I got paid to be there, I don't give a fuck if you don't even like it. Like, if you like it, I give a fuck about you a lot. Like, thank you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't like it, hey, I got paid to be here and you watching me, so hey, I'm about to practice in front of your face. Fuck you talking about? I don't give a fuck about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's I go 0 to 100 like that too. It's like I always give a fuck and I'll always not give a fuck. Like, because for my own mental sanity. Like, nah, get out of my way. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, you don't ever want to be in the middle. Being in the middle is dangerous.
Nah, like, you can't save everybody.
Yeah, you can't care.
You can't save, and sometimes you just have to not care about nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even like you have to like not talk to your family for the sake of you getting good. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get right, help them as you can. But sometimes you gotta just like cut everything off and conquer yourself more.
Was your family always supportive of what you're doing?
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Mother, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, father, stepfather, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody played a hand in what I've done. My mother sometimes like helped me. I done been struggled and like been in like LA or somewhere stuck. Mother to help me with a plane ticket back, you know what I'm saying? Different, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, I imagine from their perspective, it had to be a little weird sometimes for them to be like, my kid wants to just play drums out on the street. Oh, God damn it. I'm raising a bum.
Oh, no. My mother wasn't thinking about that like that because it's been different things she's always been in my corner with. And like, whether it's the Kung Fu or whether it's like the colors thing I did with the Broadway type thing, I will perform and like they get to come to things. And it's basically saying like, oh, no. Because that, remember, it's like either be an investment or just a loss. Like,
Yeah.
they know that their investment wasn't a loss. Like, their investment at that time, and like, let me just go to this, or let me just take him here.
Yeah.
Let me just do that, and I will perform and I'll execute it. It'd be like, oh man, bad. Money's not wasted, and like actually,
Oh, thank God.
you know what I'm saying? It's actually better than When I was wasting the money more is like when I was in community college and I was like failing classes and stuff on that, and I'm like, that's not really my thing.
Yeah, that's
I ended up
waste.
dropping out of community college and still doing the Howard thing, but then I had left the Howard thing and did the street performance. That's how it all like that order of that.
Dude, let me ask you this. What's the most you've made from like a night of street performance?
Was the most I made street performance, and I haven't done it in a minute, but
I'm always curious how
one
much
day,
those guys
just like
make.
one whole day.
Yeah, like whatever the...
Almost $1,000.
No shit.
Yeah. The
The
fastest rate was Million Man March. Oh my God,
You
they
were
were showing
performing
love.
during that?
No, I was just street performing. I literally had my dolly by myself, my street, and my bucket. They filled my bucket up. I made like $700 by myself, just rolling around, drumming, and like turning up all these amazing crowds. Of course, it was all black love everywhere because it's Million Man March.
That's cool,
So,
too.
of course, that's why they were so, because usually, you know what I'm saying? I'm
they're
not
like-
receiving all that love like that if it wasn't a Million Man March.
Well, they see
But-
the young black kid. They want support. Yeah.
yeah, they were supporting it, and it was dope. I'm dope too, but I also want to support
Yeah, you are
and
dope.
some
Yeah, that's-
empathy, sympathy, whatever, all that shit, like whatever. Like, nah, he should be on something else. So, but they filled my bucket over. Even my bucket even fell over, right? From some people drumming, all the money fell out, and people put all the money back in. I'm talking about I had globs of money, like it's just 20s and 10s and 5s and 100s, like all, like this is how much it fell out, like a big stack.
Like a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah,
kinda
you know
thing.
the regular paint buckets, the
Yeah.
big paint buckets.
Yeah,
That shit
like
was
the
filled to
Home
the top, overflowing.
Whoa.
I ain't had no can on it. I had to like take money out, put it in my jackets, and keep performing.
Holy
It's just
shit.
messy. But that was like that. Like one time, Silver Spring, downtown Silver Spring, street performing. Me and my friend, we made like $700, like $800, and we split that, and that helped him put his down payment on his rent for his apartment at that time.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So yeah.
I always wonder how much street performers even made. I didn't know it was that crazy.
Yeah, and that's street performing. Like my rate is way different now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing, but it's way different for
We
way
gotta talk about your rates,
less
yeah.
amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Like way like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You've been like 6 hours all day versus 1 hour in front of the Lay Twins or whatever it is, and you're just like, peace. Like,
yeah,
Andy,
this
Andy
like-
flew me out. Andy paid for my hotel. It's
Yeah, but I had to literally put in that crawling work, that hard work, that like hunger work. Sometimes it'll be days I'll be spending 8 hours out there and only made $10 or something. You know what I'm saying? Or $20. You know what I'm saying? That's a long time. And then I gotta pay money to go back home and eat some food. I just got home like $5. I just basically just made it back home. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll always be a hit or miss with that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But you
But
know,
that's the grind, though. But that's what makes it worth it. Like, that's what weeds people out, whether they deserve it or not, you know? Like, that, there has to be that period, otherwise it'd be too easy.
Wintertime, thumbs freezing cold out and still try to get it all different times. In wintertime, you know, that's when it gets slow for everyone.
Ooh,
like,
yeah, it's gotta be rough.
you know what I'm
I'm scared
saying?
of wintertime. Ooh.
right, I'm like, now I'm on like a different level now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely gotta be prepared, like with this entrepreneur route. But that's why I turned my brand into an LLC. So the same thing I was doing, definition of percussion entertainment. That was always my hashtag, and that's always my brand. Dope. Definition of percussion entertainment. Blah blah blah. Every day. And then last year I just changed it to an LLC because now it's like in order to get approved for certain things and
Yeah,
show
legit
employment,
business.
it's a legit business. And like if you want to go get that house or you want to go that whatever, what's your income thing? What's your data to show?
Yeah.
All my data is encompassed now in that. It's not no more under the table. Now a Cash App or a PayPal and all that. That's still being, I can write this stuff off.
Wait.
I'm writing off drumsticks. I'm writing off my tire.
Yeah.
I'm writing off food costs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
If
get
it's
to
five-
you get a certain level of business, other businesses want
Yeah.
you to have that because otherwise they're like, you're not serious.
Exactly.
You know?
So it was a better look, and it was still me doing the same shit I've been doing the whole time. Now I'm a business. You're literally talking to a small black-owned business right now. You know what I'm saying? Just business. I just like to say black-owned because it's like not many seen and voiced a lot like over like when I be around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like, man, some people don't see me as that though, because they see me as a street performer side, and you know, so that's that.
Well, it's the most visible. That's why that's all the videos, all like everything. It's like that's the most front facing, you know.
And let me say something. You know what I'm saying? We gonna wrap this up soon because we just rapping, but it's all good. It's all good stuff. But literally, in a couple of days, like maybe a week, I'm basically erasing all the videos from my Instagram, like all the stuff, and archiving it to my website. My Malik Dope Drummer page, that's my artist page. My Definition of Percussion Entertainment LLC page on Instagram, that will be showing all that other stuff where I'm at gigs of like with different brands and different whatever companies. You know what I'm saying? That's the, if you want to book me /we/ like, you know what I'm saying, / drummers and other artists, like that's my label side. You know what I'm saying? My way work is going to show the drum and dance where I'm doing drum and dance to other people's songs maybe. But Malik Dope Drummer is just going to show Malik's authentic, you know, intellectual property of everything as far as music and just what I'm...
So you're breaking up the brain into like different pieces, like different pages and different entities.
Yeah, because it's... People are... I can't get mad if people are perceiving me as a certain way because... Yeah, she's like, that's a model. Actually, that's a DMV model.
It probably is. It's all photo studios here.
Oh, yeah? Cool. But, I can't get mad at people for perceiving me as that way if that's what they see on my page. You know what I'm saying? So I got to show them that's going to be part of my bio of like my come up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to take, you know, those things where I did with the brands and put them with the definition of percussion and then like any drum and dance, like
that's cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like just sort of breaking up so it's more clear of what's going on, creating like the network of like everything that way. It's like, oh, he's not just a street performer. It's like, no. It's like, it's more.
He's a whole brand and a movement and a whole vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
education, entertainment, all
before
that.
we wrap up, I love to ask my guests this question. Honestly, I've been forgetting to ask my guests this question. But what do you have to say to like the kid from DC, the kid anywhere who's performing, street performing, like doing their thing as far as like anything similar to you, the kid who's trying to become that snare drum guy, the kid who's trying to be in that band, the kid who's trying to like become a dancer, like do you have anything to say to them? Because you're at a position where you're about to take it to this crazy next level and like things are about to get so nuts for you, but you know, they probably look at you like, how the hell do I get there? I'm sure you deal with that a lot. Like what do you have to say to that person?
I tell them dig deep within themselves, you know, like manifest what you really want to become. Think about it, like there's something I go by, live it, love it, life it. That's like a thing I used to say. Live it, like wake up every day thinking about it, dream about it, working towards it. Love it, you know, you love what you do, you have a passion for it, and you life it. It's your everyday, it's your source of income, it's your way you feed yourself, it's what gives you life. Because, of course, if you're feeding yourself off your craft, you're getting energy, right? You're getting life. Yeah. You know, live it, love it, life it. That's what I would say to that person out there. And, of course, you're always going to doubt yourself, and you're always going to, like, feel like you're not enough. Use the energy that's in the negativity, that's in anything that stops you. There's energy in that that's powerful, too. Don't just use the positive energy. No. Look at the negative and look at negative right in the eyes and take that energy from what made it to be negative. Like the energy that like, all right, we're pushing up to the negative, but take the negative out. Just use the energy of that power, of that strength, and use that to push yourself. You know what I'm saying? I feel off all energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like positive energy, negative anything. I'm just like, okay, I'm a filter. Become your own filter for, you know, who you want to be. Like filter life.
I like that. I like that.
Get the energy out of it.
Live it, love it, life it.
Live it, love it,
powerful, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, Malik, I really appreciate you coming on the show today.
Yeah, man. We done wrapped it up. Probably, I don't even know how long we've been here. Like
an hour and a half.
It's getting hot now. You said it.
Yeah, it's getting a little steamy here. All right, man. Well, hell yeah, dude. I hope everyone listening checks you out.
Yeah,
Malik,
man.
Drummer, dude.
And
what a pleasure, man.
Yeah. Check out the my Instagram, Malik Dope Drummer.
Yep.
And you can type in Malik Dope Drummer everywhere, and it pops up everything. Even my website, www.malikdopent.com. You know, check out updates on my events, on my music, on just all my whereabouts. I'm gonna start doing vlogs more YouTube, more content all around in all types of ways. So just stay dope, stay tuned, and that's it.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's it. That's the angle. Peace.
Bow. That was a vibe, man.
Yeah, I was sick, man.
I forgot we was even recording for real.
Yeah.
Like, after a while.
I can probably talk.